Thoroughbred Express Auto Wash, Stewart Powell Ford Mazda, Farmers National Bank, Thompson Service Center in Harrodsburg, CC Auto Parts and Service, Essity, First Financial Bank, Lee's Famous Recipe, Bob Allen Motor Mall, Linda Wilson Realty, Intercounty Energy Cooperative, Morris Baseball Academy, Nesco Resources, Community Trust Bank, Sutton Pharmacy. Today's game is a sports presentation of the Hometown Radio Network and heard live around the world on internet-connected devices everywhere at hometownlive.net.
Well, yesterday presented some problems weather-wise for Garrett County and Boyle County in a game that never happened. We got to the game, the field about an hour and a half before the game was set to start, and we're told it was rained out. They made a good decision because at about 6:30 last night, it came down in droves, and then we started to wonder, well, how are they going to make this up? My initial thought was tonight at Garrett County, Thursday night at Boyle County. Both Garrett and Boyle began discussions last night about the potential of a doubleheader, and then this morning with talking with Boyle County head coach Adam Blair, he did say it looks like we may be playing a doubleheader. Him saying we because he's Boyle County. And then talking with Coach Ellis, he messaged me back at 3 o'clock this afternoon and said it's looking like a doubleheader. And voila, it's doubleheader night here at Garrett County High School. They'll play two. It's not something that happens very often, really, in high school baseball at all.
No.
And you know the old adage, let's play two?
Yeah.
It's just real rare to play two games in the same day, especially back-to-back. Now, there are times maybe where teams go on a weekend and we'll play in a round robin. You'll play one game, have a game off, then play another one in the same game, but hardly back-to-back. To show you how rare it is, I talked with Coach Blair about this. He said his last personal doubleheader he coached in was in 2018, 7 years ago, when he was in Washington County. Coach T. Ellis told me it was around that same time he coached in his last doubleheader when he was at Lincoln County. So neither one of these coaches have even coached in a doubleheader since they've been at their schools that they're respectively at right now. Coach Blair at Boyle County and Coach T. Ellis at Garrett County. So we're going to play two tonight. Both coaches, I think, know it's going to be a long night, and we're going to bring you every single pitch here on the Hometown Radio Network between Boyle County and Garrett County in a true doubleheader tonight between these 45th District rivals.
This is an absolute beautimous night to play one game, let alone two. If you're at the sound of my voice, come on out here and see this Garrett County, Boyle County. You're not going to be disappointed.
Garrett County and Boyle County, 45th District rivals. We'll give you the Linda Wilson Realty starting lineups coming up for you in 3 minutes on your home for Garrett and Boyle baseball, Z105.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Helpful people, free local delivery, mobile app refills right to your door. Visit SuttonRx.com. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on Maple Avenue.
Spring's finally here. Along with the green grass and blooming dogwoods, spring also means thunderstorms and the possibility of power outages. Here's what you should do if a spring storm leaves you without power. Start at home. Check your fuse box or circuit breakers. Then check with your neighbors to see if they have power. If they don't, that's the time to call your electric cooperative and report the outage. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Jade Jordan. I live in Lawrenceburg. I worked with Miss Christy Welch. Oh my gosh, it was perfect. She made everything completely smooth. We knew nothing about the home buying process. It was me and my husband's first home. Walked us through every single step and truly treated us like we were family. Answered every question. She looked out for things in the houses, truly listened to what we wanted, found things that fit us, truly felt like a friend after the process.
Welch Real Estate. Welcome home with Welch Jones.
Struggling with aches and pains? Time is now to visit Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy in Danville. The owner and director, Samantha Ashford, will help you if you are having problems with your back, your neck, headaches, industrial work injuries, sports injuries. You need rehab, individual rehab, and skilled hands-on care. Then come to Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy. Need post-operative rehab of the extremities and the spine? Arthritis? Oh, it hurts! Head to Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy in Danville at 74 Whirlaway Drive.
At Stewart Powell Ford Mazda, we are proud to be your hometown dealer for many reasons. selection, service, convenient location, and our people. Your friends, family, and neighbors. Since 1949 at Stewart Powell, we make it easy. Stewart Powell Ford Mazda. Visit us on the bypass in Danville or online at stewartpowell.com.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loans subject to credit approval.
Joe Mathis alongside Radio Rick. We are right behind the backstop at Golden Lion Field, this brand new, beautiful baseball field with the other athletic amenities they have here, the softball field, the tennis courts, the brand new high school, the football field behind us. And Rick mentioned before that last commercial break, if you haven't been here to a game, this is going to be a great night to catch not one but two games in this doubleheader between Garrett County and Boyle County. Boyle is the visitors in Game 1. We were told before the game that Boyle would be the home team in Game 1, and then they did the senior night festivities for Garrett County before Game 1, and I thought there's no way that Boyle is going to be the home team following senior night festivities here. So I would assume that Boyle is going to be the home team for game number 2.
Yeah.
We do know that Boyle is the home team for game number 1, or sorry, the visiting team for game number 1, and with their starting 9, here's Radio Rick.
All right, leading off number 3, shortstop, Kyler Claunch. Batting second, number 2, center fielder, Austin Bodner. Batting third, number 23, second baseman, Ethan Milburn. Batting cleanup, number 8, the designated hitter, Caleb Branham. Batting fifth, number 38, catching, Carson Rowe. Batting sixth, number 6, right fielder, Logan Perry. Batting seventh, number 15, first baseman, Blaine Kenny. Batting eighth, number 12, doing the pitching, Caden Patterson. Batting ninth, number 24, left field, Colin Wise.
That's 1 through 9 for Boyle County. First pitch fastball from Corbin Folger, the sophomore, is delivered to Kyler Claunch and is fouled off back behind our heads. No balls and 1 strike. It is 6:07. First pitch, 79 degrees. Feels like 82 here in Lancaster, Kentucky. The 0-1 is low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Claunch, Bodner, and Milburn, 1, 2, and 3 due up for Boyle County in the top half of the first inning. In the first of 2 between these two tonight. 1-1 breaking ball is high and inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Garrett County in their maroon hats with that golden, bright yellow golden line across the front of those hats. The gold bills to match. The 1-1 is right over, 2-1 is over the outside corner, called strike 2 and 2. Got the bright yellow jerseys in cursive. You got Garrett in maroon outlined in white. That maroon line underneath Garrett as well across the chest. Maroon numbers on the front and back. 2-2 is a breaking ball, high and inside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Radio Rick, you said before the game you really like this jersey combination.
Oh, I do. I hate when they got color top jersey and the pants match.
3-2 to Claunch is outside, ball 4. So Boyle County gets a leadoff walk. Kyler Claunch will draw the walk. That's walk number 11 on the season for Kyler. Boyle County, it's Logan Perry who leads them in walks. He's got 21 of them on the year. And here's Austin Bodner. Talk about a guy who hardly had to swing the bat the last time we had Boyle County in action a couple of weeks ago when they had Danville. He reached base 6 out of his 8 plate appearances in that series and only had 1 hit. Had 5 walks and 1 hit by pitch. Squares around, shows bunt, pulls it back, does Austin. 1 ball and no strikes. Boyle County in their visiting grays, the gray tops.
Gray on gray. Yeah, boring.
Gray. That's the standard, though, visitors' uniform. The grays, gray top, gray pants, the Boyle and black block letters across the chest, black numbers in the front and back. 1-0 to Bodner. He bunts it third base side, charging is Mobberly. Bobbles it momentarily, gets it back, has to hurry, and Bodner beats it out. Well, Bodner's got wheels, and Mobberly just fumbled it for a split second, and it gave Bodner enough time to reach first base. So Claunch reaches second. Bodner reaches first on the infield single. 2 on, nobody out for Boyle County. And here's Ethan Milburn. Milburn wears number 23, is at 283 on the year. 1 home run, 12 RBIs. Boyle County is hitting with power a lot more than they did last year. They're actually top 20 in the state in the number of home runs. He'll square around and show bunt this time, and he'll pull it back and take high. 1 ball and no strikes. This is also not a Rebel team that's shy about playing small ball. When we just saw Austin Bodner, lay down a bunt last at bat, he beat it out, but Milburn now squaring around and showing bunt. Boyle County just beat Russell County 6-4 on Monday night of this week. Bunt shown again towards the first base side, caught by
nice
Quinn.
play.
He turns around and has no play as both runners retreat back to the base. But a good play by Logan Quinn, charging and making the catch on the bunt attempt by Ethan Milburn in the air. It's out number 1.
Boyle's lucky to get the runners back on that one. He bunted it hard, and first baseman made a diving catch on it.
Here's Caleb Branham, the lefty.
See, a third baseman can't come in too far because he's got to cover the bag. For the runner, it's coming from second.
It's Kyler Clonch at second, Austin Bodner at first. First pitch to Branham, popped up left-hand side. A lot of foul territory here, but that one's going to reach way out of play. It's no balls and 1 strike. But going back to the small ball conversation about Boyle County, they beat Russell County 6-4 on Monday night. They took a 2-0 lead early in that game, in the bottom half of the first. Played Russell County at home. Russell County scored 4 in the top of the second to take a 4-2 lead. The 0-1 to Branham is right in there, no balls and 2 strikes. Boyle County proceeded to score 1 run in each of the next 5 innings. They scored 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and 1 in the sixth, and won it 6-4. So they'll punch across runs here and there and keep the pitching going. Clonch goes to third base on the stolen base attempt, and Branham will lift that one foul. Count stays, no balls and 2 strikes.
That wasn't a double steal.
Clonch was going on his own.
Yep.
With Bodner behind him, not moving. Clonch is 14 for 15 swiping bags this year. Meanwhile, Bodner is a perfect 8 for 8. Boyle County as a whole has stolen 54 bases out of 62 attempts this year. The no ball 2 strike pitch again to Caleb Branham as Folger delivers. Pop foul again, left-hand side. Branham
up
swings.
into the dirt.
A bright red bat. It's not even Garrett County red. It's almost orangish red. Electric red, so to say. Clashes against that Boyle County gray and black uniform. Off a second base is Clonch. He walked. Bodner singled, 2 on and 1 out. The 0-2 from Folger again to Caleb Brennan. Pitch number 5 of the at-bat misses high. First ball of the at-bat, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Not a bad place to miss it, up high and outside. Try to get him to go chase.
Garrett County at 6-12. They played Monday night as well. We mentioned Boyle County beat Russell County. Garrett beat Model High School 18-2 on Monday night. That one is outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Most runs Garrett County has scored in the game this year, and not just that, it's their biggest margin of victory, 16 runs, since March the 25th of 2022 when they beat Model again by 17 runs on that evening. The 1-2 is low and outside. Sorry, 2-2 is low and outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Caleb Branham. So from 0-2 to 3-2, Branham works the count full.
See if the runners take off here, if they're going to keep them.
It's 3:15 to the poles, 3:35 to the power alleys, 3:55 to dead center. Both runners go. Branham hits that one high towards the right-hand side. Charging in is Parsons in foul territory. He does have a lot of room, makes the catch, and because Clonch and Bodner are both going, they're all the way to the next bag. They have to turn around, do a U-turn, reverse it back to the bags they came from, and so 2 are gone here in the top half of the first with no advance from the runners, and here's Carson Rowe.
Carson Rowe.
Also have the big hitter's eye in dead center field. When we were here last week for Garrett and Danville, we had that really quick game. Zachary Stacy versus Fox Spears in that pitching matchup last Wednesday when we were here. Throw back to second base. And second baseman Brady Reeser wasn't even covering the bag.
No, and the good thing for Garrett County, the throw wasn't at the bag. He threw it right to the second baseman.
But when we were here last Wednesday, Rick, we pulled back around back behind the field when we left the game, and on the back of the big hitter's eye here, they have the Garrett County logo. That one's a called strike over the outside corner, no balls and 1 strike. And was talking with Mark Sinners, the Garrett County AD, before last Wednesday's game, and he said that's the greatest advertising opportunity in the area, is putting your logo on the back of that hitter's eye.
Thank you for setting up the table and chairs for us, Coach.
0-1 to Rowe is lifted towards right field, but playable. Couple of steps in is Parsons. He reaches up and makes the catch for out number 3. So Boyle County gets 2 on with a walk and a single, but then Folger sits down 3 in a row and a pop out, a couple of flyouts. We played the top half of the first. Boyle County scoreless. Garrett County is coming up on the hometown radio network.
What kind of tires do we keep at CC Auto? Cooper, Michelin, Nitto, Hankook, Firestone, Bridgestone, Toyo, General, Yokohama, and many more. We've just added the new line of Mastercraft tires, and we are also a Goodyear National Account dealer. We keep lawn and garden tires in stock, as well as farm implement tubes and tires. We have a farm service truck to meet the needs of our farmers. Call us at CC Auto today, 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service. Service is the difference. We get it.
Curamed is a top-selling curcumin product in America for good reason. Curamed from Terry Naturally provides remarkable health benefits. Make sure you insist on a bestseller. Insist on Curamed. We're so confident Curamed will offer the results you deserve, we guarantee it, or your money back.
Curamed is on sale now, only at the Danville Nutrition Center. Save 25% off on both Curamed and Curamin for pain. Danville Nutrition Center is located at 802 South 4th Street in Danville.
Now open Golden Lion Barber Shop, locally owned and operated in the Square, Lancaster, accepting both walk-ins plus appointments. Mark offers haircuts, straight razor shaves, hot towels, and more. Golden Lion Barber Shop is thrilled to serve Garrett and surrounding counties. For your appointment, go online to Instagram or by using the Vigaro app or call 859-304-5055. Best of luck, Golden Lions, from Golden Lion Barber Shop on the Square in Lancaster.
Bottom half of the first, Boyle County got the first two on, then left them on with 3 straight outs, a couple of fly outs and a pop out. And good job by Corbin Folger to work out of that jam. And now he'll hope that his Golden Lions can get him some runs in the bottom half of the first. It's Jaden No, Corbin Folger, Logan Quinn, 1, 2, and 3. They'll work against the Boyle County 9, which line up like this. Colin Wise is in left field. Austin Bodner is in center. Logan Perry is in right. Roman Smith at third base. Kyler Klotch is at short. Ethan Milburn at second base. Blaine Kinney at first. Carson Rowe is behind home plate. And on the mound is Corbin Patterson, the sophomore, who is about as dominant strikeout pitcher as you can find. 46 strikeouts in 32 1/3 innings for Kyler Klotz. 24 hits, 16 runs, 6 of those earned, 18 walks, a 4-1 record, a 1.30 ERA. The next pitch he throws will be pitch number 574 on the season for him. He will turn, kick, and deliver a first pitch that is off the outside corner to Jaden No, one of the 4 Garrett County seniors honored before this game began on senior night. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Patterson, 1-0 on its way. Fastball lifted, shallow center field, way up in the air. Milburn at second base is out, looking up, and now he's called off by Bodner, who sprints in from center field and makes the catch shoulder high for out number 1.
Nice little cool breeze, Joe. Trying to see the flag is kind of blowing in, it looks like. Blowing in towards home plate. Flag's way over to the right.
I think everybody here is prepared for it to be a long night, but at least the weather's cooperating so far. You couldn't have picked a better night to play 2 if you're going to play 2. Here's Corbin Folger. He'll square around, show bunt, pull it back. It's over the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike. Folger throws right-handed on the mound, but bats left-handed for Garrett County. 386. He actually leads the Golden Lions in average. No home runs, 5 RBI, swings at a breaking ball. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Danville taking on Lincoln County tonight at Admiral Field, the other 45th district matchup that's going on tonight. These two, of course, playing 2. Danville and Lincoln playing 1 tonight at Admiral Field. Patterson will get the sign, but it takes too long for Folger, who will step out.
Garrett County spirited cheer going on. Usually hear that. A lot of the girls do that in the softball, but a lot of times you hear a guy, come on, babe, come on.
The 0-2, fastball swing and a miss, actually foul tipped to the mitt behind home plate, but Rowe hung on to it. It's out number 2, strikeout number 1 for sophomore Caden Patterson. 2 up and 2 down in the bottom half of the first, and that'll bring up Logan Quinn.
He just laid it right down the middle, said if you can hit it, hit it. And he just threw some heat by him.
Here's Logan Quinn, 358, 1 home run, 12 driven in. Tied for the team lead in RBIs with Hans Mobberly, who bats for Garrett County in the 6 hole tonight. Does Mobberly. First pitch is a little high and inside, 1 ball and no strikes. We were walking in for the game this evening, Rick, and we're able to talk with Caleb Grasham and Scott Bolin with the Garrett County Sports Network. That one's high and outside, 2-0. And Scott was talking about how he listens to our games, the broadcast, and was listening, I guess it was last week when Danville and Garrett were playing. And he was mowing the yard, he said, when he was listening. 2-0. Hit well towards left field, fairly deep. Out there, though, was Colin Wise, who has some room and makes the catch for out number 3. Hit well by Quinn, but hit right at Colin Wise. 3 up, 3 down, nothing doing. We are quickly through 1. It's Boyle nothing, Garrett nothing on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
Hi, this is Laura from the Garrett County Public Library. Have you tried downloading free books, audiobooks, magazines, movies, television shows, music, and more from our website? Download Libby, Hoopla, and Canopy to check out free digital materials. Visit our website at garrettlibrary.org to get started.
The Garrett County Extension Service is your source for agricultural, family and consumer science, and 4-H programs in Garrett County. The Extension Service offers programs such as soil and hay sampling, food preservation, cooking classes, and a multitude of 4-H clubs. Kayla and Eric encourage you to stop by and check out what the Extension Service can do for you. We are located south of Lancaster on Highway 27. Good luck to the Garrett County High School team. Go Lions!
It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's Lee's Famous Recipes 3-Piece Special Day. You get 3 pieces of Famous or Crispy Chicken or Famous Strips, your choice of 2 sides, and a Buttermilk Biscuit, all just $8.26 tax included. A savings of almost $2. Catch the Danville Special, a piece of their Famous Fish Chicken Strip, a side of your choice, and Buttermilk Biscuit for one low price. Lee's caters at 859-236-8777. The best value every Wednesday is a 3-piece chicken dinner for only $8.26. Lee's Famous Recipe in Danville on South 4th.
Garrett nothing, Boyle nothing. Top half of the second. Rebels send up Logan Perry, Blaine Kinney, and Caden Patterson. 6, 7, and 8 in the Rebel 9. Head coach Adam Blair slowly trots around the hitter circle and head towards the third base coach's box. And he'll set up there. Adam Schartzer. Got 2 Adams on the field on Boyle's coaching staff. Of course, Coach Schartzer was the former head coach at Mercer County High School for 3 or 4 seasons, I believe. And came over to Boyle County and took an assistant role here with Coach Blair. First pitch to Logan Perry is fouled off and bounces off the screen right in front of Logan's dad. It's no balls and 1 strike.
Watching Coach Blair run to the third base coaching box there reminds me of Kyle Wynn. That's the way Kyle just jogged the same way he did.
0-1 over the outside corner, called strike, 0-2.
Kind of sauntered from side to side as he was running.
No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 on its way to Logan Perry. That one is hit well towards left field. Coming in is Trey Graham. Reaches up, he dives, it bounces off of his knee and bounces into foul territory. And Perry will trot into second base. Graham went sliding and diving down. It was kind of hitting the Bermuda Triangle out there towards the left-hand side. And Graham got a little bit of a late read on it, diving down. Could not make the catch. Logan Perry has the second hit for Boyle County. And this one, it's a leadoff double, and that'll bring up Blaine Kinney.
See if they try to play a small ball here. Move him over to third. Worst case scenario, what they want to do, Joe, is hit the ball on the right side. Get the runner over to third.
It's Kinney who got the win on Monday night against Russell County. His first varsity start, Coach Blair said. Complete game against a really good Russell County Lakers team. Ropes that one, left-hand side, and foul. That one's about 7 or 8 feet more to the right. It's going to drill Adam Blair in the third base box. Well, he was way out in front of a fastball. No balls and 1 strike to Blaine Kinney. Big number 15. The senior is at 217. 1 home run, 6 driven in. RBI number 7 out there. Logan Perry dances around. Fastball's over the outside corner. It's 0-2. Tony Gray behind the dish tonight. In game number 1, and I assume the umpires will probably switch spots for game number 2.
If we have the same 2, we shall see.
Yeah, no balls and 2 strikes to Blaine Kinney. Popped up over top of the, I have no idea where it is.
I lost it too.
It's back
Oh,
behind
it's way
us.
back there.
No one seems to be too concerned about it, so I won't be either. Count stays 0-2. Yeah, that's a good question. I have no idea. I would assume they use the same umpires, but I really, something I didn't ask or even think about asking. Perry dances around the 0-2 breaking ball. Called strike 3 over the outside corner. That's a beauty.
Nice pitch.
The backward K for Corbin Folger. It's his first strikeout. It's out number 1. Here's Caden Patterson.
Froze Kenny there on that outside corner.
If you haven't been to Golden Lion Field, they have a video board in left field that actually has essentially the inning-by-inning score, hits, errors, runs, things like that. And the backward K just popped up there on the video board. It's a neat little feature they have here at the baseball and the softball field. Has a video board as well to match. First pitch to Caden Patterson is high for ball 1. Patterson, Boyle County's number 1. They got a couple of really good arms in Boyle County staff. It's led them to a top 10 ERA in the state so far this year. Throw back to second base and back in time is Logan Perry. That's been what Garrett County struggled a little bit is on a mound this year. Of course, they lost Merritt Graham to graduation. When you lose a guy that's that big, it's going to hurt your pitching staff. A 4.38 team ERA for the Golden Lions. Patterson takes a breaking ball, called strike. It's 1-1.
Big in heart. He wasn't big in stature.
Yeah.
He's a little guy, but boy, he had some power. Could pitch, could hit, could play short.
Went to Lincoln Memorial University to play college ball. He's always fun to watch. 1-1, swing and a miss. Swung over top of a fastball. It's 1-2.
That's nasty. That breaking ball right before that, and then he comes back with a fastball. That fastball looks like it went faster than it was. Couldn't catch up to it.
1-2 the count to the sophomore Caden Patterson. 156 for Caden on the season. The 1-2 breaking ball, lifted foul, right-hand side. That one will bounce over top of the Boyle County dugout and out of play. Fan from Perryville, Kentucky will chase that baseball down. Count stays 1-2. Logan Perry was running on that last pitch as well. Boyle County they're doing things differently this year than what we've seen in the past. You know, I mentioned they're hitting for more power this year. They're also stealing more bases this year. Throw back to second base and back at time is Perry. When you think 45th district teams and stealing bases, the first one that always pops into your head is Danville, because they're always so aggressive in the base paths. And Boyle County was never usually that aggressive. They've stolen with a lot more frequency this year, moving guys, trying to get guys in scoring position. 1-2 is high to Caden Patterson, 2-2. They've stolen 62 bases this year. That's 20 more than Garrett County has.
Well, we got to manufacture runs any way you can.
I think that's exactly right. 37 for 42 is Garrett. 54 for 62 is Boyle. Patterson fouls that one off, and back behind the plate, Anderson couldn't hang on to it, so Patterson stays alive. It'll stay 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Got a good breaking ball.
West Chespin, Mercer County playing tonight as well. Danville leads Lincoln 1-0 early in that game, and West Chespin and Mercer scoreless early in that game. From the stretch, and Patterson calls time and will step out. 1 out here, top half of the second, scoreless between Boyle County and Garrett County. Rebels got the first 2 runners on in the top of the first, and then the next 3 were retired in order. They got a leadoff double from Logan Perry here in the top of the second. And after a strikeout, the 2-2 to Patterson is swung on, foul tipped in the mid, and the stolen base attempt is not good, and it's thrown out by Logan Anderson. So it's a strike him out, throw him out, double play. Patterson fouled it into the mitt of Anderson, who hung on to it. Then in the back half, he threw out Logan Perry trying to steal third base. So a tip of the cap to Logan Anderson with 1.5. It's Boyle 0, Garrett 0 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
Ready for a fast, safe, and easy way to send your share of the rent money? Put your feet up, because with Zelle, you can send your monthly amount from the comfort of your couch. Zelle is conveniently found in your Farmers National Bank online or mobile banking account, and it's available now. Ask a Farmers National Bank representative for more information. Available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply. Farmers National Bank, member FDIC.
Patriotism is like charity. It lives in the heart. Kentucky Horseshoeing School in Richmond thanks our local military members for standing tall and fighting for the red, white, and blue. Our soldiers embody the excellence this country stands for, and we are proud to salute them. May God bless our brave sons and daughters serving this nation, and may God bless America. Patriotism runs deep at Kentucky Horseshoeing School in Richmond, providing full-service horseshoeing at affordable prices. Visit khs.edu.
So creamy it melts in your mouth. Mom Blakeman's candy.
Mom Blakeman's has made the world's best cream pull candy, and we have been making potato candy. We ship all over the world and have it in many retail stores. You are welcome to stop by our shop in Lancaster to sample or purchase any of our 7 flavors of cream pull candy and potato candy. We have a variety of tubs and tins available. Visit our website at momblakeman'scandy.com or call 800-542-4607.
It's 1-2-3 inning in the bottom half of the first for Caden Patterson. He'll work on 4, 5, and 6 in the Garrett County order. Zachary Stacy, Justin Parsons, and Hans Mobberly 0-0 scoreless as we head to the bottom half of the second frame. Patterson threw 8 pitches in that first inning, 5 of those for strikes. For Folger, he's hit 34 pitches, 23 for strikes through 2 innings of work for him. I assume we're going to see Zachary Stacy on the mound in game number 2 of this doubleheader. Following this one, first pitch to Stacy is a called strike over the outside corner. It's no balls and 1 strike.
I won't say.
Patterson gets the sign from Carson Rowe, the 0-1 breaking ball, chopped left-hand side.
Could be trouble.
Tough play. Patterson off the mound. He has no play. He'll throw to first base.
Oh, he still made it close.
Zachary Stacy's up the line. He's got an infield single, first hit of the game for Garrett County on about a 4-foot ground ball on the left-hand side, and Stacy beats it out.
Patterson did a good job getting to it and making a good accurate throw instead of throwing it wild with I mean, well, there's a lot of foul territory here. You can run all day, basically. Behind home plate, there's a lot of foul territory as well.
All right, first base, nobody out for Justin Parsons. You said you won't say. Of course, I don't know 100% if Zachary's going to pitch game 2, but I certainly hope he does. He is the quickest worker that you will ever see. First pitch to Moberly, bunted right back to the mound. There's one play for Patterson. He'll go to first base in time for out number 1. Stumbling across second base, throw back to him, and they got him. Unless they have a base runner interference.
Interference.
Yeah, rounding second base was
see,
Stacy.
Tony's putting him back.
Rounding second base was Zachary. Stacy got
now you want him to send him third, not to go back.
And so there's going to get one out. There's going to be one out at first base on a sacrifice bunt by Justin Parsons. What Tony Gray is saying was when Stacy rounded second base, and he's exactly correct. We saw it. He got tied up with Kyler Claunch, and when he did, he couldn't get back to second base in time. So the snap throw came back to second. Stacy was easily out, but the reason he was because he got tangled up with Claunch.
Come on. He ran into the second baseman.
Yeah, you can hear Tony actually say you run into the second baseman, telling Coach Blair about that. Having a conversation about 10 feet in front of us. Coach Blair, he had no idea that they had called interference.
Right.
And he came out of the dugout saying, why is the guy still at second base?
And I didn't, I was looking at the runner, and I just saw him off the bag right there, but then, they got the base umpire out there. Why didn't he make the call? Tony's the one that, because he was out there closer to the play.
Yeah, so Coach Blair.
Maybe Blair, that's what Coach Blair may be asking too, is how come you made the call and you got a base umpire out there, and what's he doing, ordering chicken or something?
After all that, Hans Moberly is going to bat with a runner at second base and one out after the sacrifice bunt by Justin Parsons. So Blair has a quick conversation, making dinner plans with Tony Gray. He'll walk back to the dugout and blow a bubble with the chewing gum in his mouth, and Moberly bats the runner in scoring position and one gone. Off of second base, Stacy dances around out there. Kyler Claunch, the Bull County shortstop, back behind him dancing too. Breaking ball is in there. 0-1. All kinds of finals already on the Major League Baseball level today. It's Wednesday, so you get a lot of afternoon games with a travel day tomorrow. Go over some of those scores here in just a second. The 0-1 to Moberly. Fastball chopped up the middle. Claunch is over. Makes the play, and it bounces off the bottom of his glove. Rounding third base and heading for home. The snap throw is home, and he is out at home.
Whoa. Wow. I thought he had it pretty easy, but he got... Good throw.
Bounced off of Claunch's glove, and it was Milburn, I believe, the second baseman back behind the play, who threw it home. And when Stacy was rounding third base, he actually, I think, got the stop sign from Ellis, but by the time he saw it, he was already halfway home and figured he was going to go ahead and try to score, and he was out on the tag by Carson Rowe. That goes in as a 6-4-2 put out at home for out number 2, while Moberly reaches first base in the fielder's choice.
Now the other coach is out there, and he thinks that he was safe. He's pointing, Tony's pointing where he got him. I thought he was going to make it easily, but boy, that throw was right there.
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought that Stacy was going to, I didn't know if he's going to need to slide, quite honestly. He slid head first, and it's a good thing he did, because he's out even more so if he didn't slide. But it was Ethan Milburn, the second baseman, who was backing up the play on the in-between hop. It bounced off of the bottom of Claunch's glove, and Milburn was back there, fired it home, and they got Stacy at home. So 2 were gone in the bottom half of the second, and that'll bring up
hit
Anderson
him right
and hit him. And Logan Anderson in his left arm. Hit by pitch will move Moberly to second base, Anderson to first base. 2 on and 2 outs, and the lefty Hagen Miller will bat. Time called by T. Ellis, and we have a courtesy runner.
Number 23.
So if you're scoring at home, right number 23. Underneath Logan Anderson's name.
Colin No.
Yeah, I was going to say as we try to sort through our rosters here. Colin
No. Yes, no.
Time is called, and Tony Gray walks over towards Bull County's dugout and tells them to settle down a little bit. Kyler Claunch is called time as well. He's tying his right cleat. 2 on, 2 outs. For the DH, Hagen Miller, the sophomore, at 261, the lefty. No score, bottom half of the second. Patterson's first pitch to Miller's right in there. Called strike, it's 0-1. Miller's hitting for Trey Graham, who's playing left field tonight, not swinging the bat for himself. The lefty sophomore, a lot of weight in his back leg. Bends that front leg straight, outside and high. It's 1-1. Tigers 7, Astros 4. That's a final. Dodgers 12, Marlins 7.
Pitcher's duel.
1-1. Inside 2-1. Cardinals 6, your Cincinnati Reds. How would you say 0?
Squadouche.
Thank you. 6-0 Cardinals over the Reds. 2-1 on its way to Hagen Miller. Roped foul off the screen. It's 2-2.
Well, we came right back into play.
Rockies got 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and then you don't see this much at Coors Field. Zeros after the third inning. Beat the Braves 2-1.
What?
Rockies did. Braves still took the series.
Come on, as bad as Rockies are?
No, the Braves still took the series, but the Rockies, Rick, they're atrocious. They're 5-25 this year.
That sounds the shades of the White Sox. White Sox, yeah, they're horrible too. Lost, what, 100-some games last year?
2 balls and 2 strikes to Miller. Breaking ball is just outside, ball 3.
Oh, he wanted that one.
Well, that'll get Mobberly at second and No at first. Some extra head start steps. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. They'll be going.
Rowe was asking Tony Gray where that pitch was, that last one.
The 3-2 on its way. Swing and a miss by Miller. A fastball that was up and out of the zone. And Caden Patterson gets strikeout number 2, and he leaves 2 on base. We are through 2 innings. Well, nothing, Garrett, nothing to the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
This is Laura from the Garrett County Public Library. We have a brand new bookmobile, and we are ready for new bookmobile patrons. You can pick out books on the bookmobile, or we can bring you a selection based on your preferences. Call us at 859-792-3424 or stop and visit us on the square in Lancaster.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen. New Rams cost less at Bob Allen Motor Mall. During Ram Truck Month, lease a new 25 Ram 1500 Bighorn Night Edition model for only $359 per month for 42 months. $62.18 plus first payment, taxes, and fees due at signing. 10,000 lease miles per year. Lease loyalty required. Stock C 25218. Bob Allen Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Helpful people, free local delivery, mobile app refills right to your door. Visit SuttonRx.com. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on Maple Avenue.
Top half of the third, 0-0 between Boyle and Garrett. Colin Wise, Kyler Klodge, Austin Bodner, 9-1-2 due up as Folger brings a first pitch fastball that is a tad high. Brings Colin Wise out of the way of it. 1 ball and no strikes.
Got that hair off his elbows on that one.
Wise at 238. 1 long ball, he's driven in 5. Starting left fielder, I should say, is a senior as he takes a strike, 1-1. Think about this, Rick. Coach Blair gave us this before the game. It's like a laminated media guide for Boyle County baseball.
I didn't get one. I don't rate.
0-1 is outside. Sorry, over the outside corner, 1-2. You know what?
I don't rate. You got one of these, and I didn't get one of these real nice laminated. Nothing on the back, though. It's Christmas.
Take that. Take that one.
What are you going to do then?
1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Wise down on strikes. Folger gets him swinging. That's 3 straight strikeouts now for Corbin Folger, who we mentioned pregame is not much of a strikeout pitcher, but he's got 3 of them in a row now. 2 to end the second, 1 to begin the third. 1 out batter is Kyler Klodge. I'll just use my memory. I don't need the roster, Rick. I know these guys by name.
Is that right? Is you that tiger roaring?
Yes.
That lion roaring?
It's definitely a lion, not a tiger.
Lion, not a tiger.
First pitch to Klodge.
Wrong place.
Hit foul.
Look out.
Top of the Boyle County press box.
I got you a couple steps. It was right almost where he was standing there.
Well, he had a bunch of fans yelling at him. No balls and 1 strike. Old timer. That's Doug Thacker, actually, I think. It's an old timer. He is an old timer. It's Doug Thacker chasing that foul ball down. 0-1 fisted right hand side. That's down for a base hit. So Klodge just muscles one and bloops it down the right field line over top of Reeser's head in front of Justin Parsons. Klodge is on base for the second time. He's just an on base machine. He's walked, he's singled, he's on first, and here's Austin Bodner. Bodner was named the Prep Baseball Report Kentucky Player of the Week for his performance last week. Was also named the 12th Region Sports Player of the Week as well. Hit .556 in the Rebel games last week. Launch off of first base. We'll see if he's going. He's not in his first pitch. Fastball is inside. 1 ball and no strikes to Austin Bodner. Bodner had .556, had 4 stolen bases, a double, a triple, a home run, and 4 driven in last week's action. Throw over to first base. Claunch is back in time. Told you that's Doug Thacker.
Oh, jeez. How did we get so lucky?
1 gone, top half of the third, scoreless between Garrett and Boyle. Runner at first base and 1 out. The 1-0 to Bodner. Breaking ball, he swings up and under it. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
See if he comes back with some heat after that slow curveball there.
Garrett County at 6-12. Boyle County at 14-7. 1-1 to Bodner. Grounder right-hand side. That one bounces through for a base hit. Claunch is on his horse. He'll round second base. He'll make it to third base easily. The throw is late as he slides in feet first. And Mobberly has to come off the bag. Rick, as you said, if that one gets by him, there's no chance to get Claunch. If it gets by him, it allows a run to score. That's probably one that Ellis is going to want Parsons to hold on to.
Why did you throw that to third? Had no opportunity to get him, and then that could have had a double play set up at first. And third, but
on the throw through, Bodner takes second base. So runners at second and third, and 1 out for Ethan Milburn. And again, you got Claunch, you got Bodner, 1-2. They do their job consistently getting on base. We'll see if the Rebel bats can now get him in. Milburn popped out in a sacrifice bunt attempt back in the first. He's 0 for 1. He has a breaking ball that's over the outside corner. He sees it cross the outside black. It's 0-1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for Boyle. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for Garrett. 2 on and 1 out.
Breaking ball again.
Breaking ball.
Went off the catcher's mask.
Yeah, fouled it off the top of the catcher's mask. Logan Anderson, it bounced off the top of the screen. Caleb Brandon will chase that foul ball down, but it's quickly 0-2 now on Milburn. Corbin Folger, a sophomore, looks at third base. The 0-2 fastball, lifted foul off the top of the screen once again. Bounces back into the field of play. Caleb Branham now 2 for 2. Last 2 balls he's fielded with his right hand and underhand tosses it back to Tony Gray, who holds his right hand out and tells Folger to wait for Milburn to dig back in. Milburn does, and the 0-2 on its way once again to Ethan Milburn. Fastball, swing and a miss. Snuck it by him. Strikeout number 4. That's the last 4 outs now retired by Folger via the strikeout. And it's a big second out, and here comes Caleb Branham. I guess it was 2 weeks ago was the last time we had Boyle County when they took on Danville in those back-to-back games. The Rebels were 6-7 going into that first game against against Danville. They're now 14-7. They've won 8 straight since then. Breaky ball, right-hand side and past Adam Schartzer, who gives it a half effort as he reaches out with his right hand. Bounces by him. No balls and 1 strike.
Backup catcher's running down the right field line to retrieve the baseball.
On third base is Claunch. On second base is Bodner. Rebels need a 2-out hit here from Branham. Fouls it off the screen, and now Branham's quickly down. No balls and 2 strikes. And we'll see if Folger has a 5th consecutive strikeout at him. He's got Branham down 0-2.
See if he comes back with a breaking ball. If I'd throw it, I'd throw it outside. See if he can catch the corner. Wouldn't put it on inside because it looks like he can pull that ball.
See what he does here. Folger from the stretch. The 0-2 is a fastball. Hammered right field. Parsons is in. Diving attempt. Gets by him. And it's going to roll halfway to Crab Orchard. 1 run scores. Bodner's going to score. Rounding third base is Branham. He's going to get the green light. And now a late stop sign. And now Branham does head for home. It's backed up by the pitcher. The throw comes off of Branham. He scores. It's a triple for Branham. He scores on a throwing error by Brady Reeser. It is 3-0 Boyle County on what they would call a Little League home run by Caleb Branham.
Boyle County just scored 3 runs. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource by going to nescoresource.com.
Yeah, I don't mind Parsons at all laying out for it to try to get yourself out of an inning and give up no runs. But when it got by him, you knew 2 runs were going to score. And Garrett's hope is that Branham doesn't come all the way around the bases. But when Reeser's relay throw got by him, or I guess the relay throw got by Reeser, it allowed Branham to score all the way from the right-handed batter's box. So it's 3-0. First pitch to Rowe is inside. 1 ball and no strikes to Boyle County's catcher Carson Rowe. Gave it a ride to right field his first time up and flew out to right. 1-0, big breaking ball, and Rowe swings over top of it, 1-1.
Boy, he came in with that fastball, Joe, and he just tattooed it to right field. I still think he'd been better off trying to hit a breaking pitch on the outside corner. He was sitting on that.
1 ball and 1 strike to Rowe. Fastball lifted right-hand side over top of Boyle County's fence section and over there near the football field. Out of the reach of Doug Thacker, who stands behind us. It's 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes as Folger delivers. Breaking ball, good one. Rowe swings through it. Anderson will have to throw him out at first base, and he does for out number 3. But the Rebels strike in a big way. 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error. It's a 2-run triple by Caleb Branham that does all the damage. Branham scores then on a throwing error on the same play after 2.5. It's Boyle 3, Garrett nothing on Z105.
At Thoroughbred Express in Danville, they provide an unparalleled service experience with top quality car washes every day. They're all about building lasting, trusting relationships with their customers who always come first. That's why they've crafted the perfect car wash experience, one that their customers will enjoy for years to come. Thoroughbred Express offers special membership packages, and just for $10, your first month is covered. Enjoy unlimited washes at a great price. Visit Thoroughbred Express today, located on Houstonville Road, Danville.
Mike Gay here. Everyone at SD is cheering for our local high school teams this season. We're proud to be a sponsor and are rooting for your success both athletically and professionally. Good luck. Have a great season. And from SD in Harrodsburg and Danville, we're behind you all the way. For more information about our commitment to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place and learn more about our job opportunities, visit sd.com/careers. That's ESSITY.com/careers. sd.com/careers.
So your clothes dryer won't start, and your refrigerator is making that funny noise again. Before you call for service, make sure you don't have a blown fuse or tripped circuit breaker, and make sure your appliance is plugged in. If those home remedies don't work, call a repairman. It's best to leave major appliance repairs to professionals who are trained to work with the high voltages that your appliances require. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
3-0 Boyle County over Garrett County as we head to the bottom half of the 3rd. Golden Lions will send up Reeser, No, and Folger 9-1-2. By the way, the triple by Caleb Branham was his 3rd of the season. It's Boyle County's 10th. The Rebels are actually top 10 in the state in triples. And got another one to add to the stat line there with Caleb Branham. And for Branham as well, it's RBIs number 9, 10, and 11 after he drove in 3. It's 3-0 Boyle County, and we'll see if Patterson can get to work quickly. First pitch to Reeser is high and inside, 1 ball and no strikes.
Look what Colin Wise is in left field. He's in between shortstop and 3rd. He's way over. That line is wide open if he can turn on that ball.
It's the second baseman, Brady Reeser, at 214 in the season. 1-0 is inside, 2-0. TLS, the head coach at Garrett County High School. He stands hands behind his back, walking back and forth. And the third base coach's box, I was texting with T earlier this morning and afternoon about the game, you know, when they were going to play it, things of that nature. 2-0 is low 3-0. And when we found out it was a doubleheader, I said, when was the last time you coached in a doubleheader? And he said, it was when I was at Lincoln County. He said, in between the 2017 and 2019 seasons. 3-0 on its way is inside, ball 4. 4-pitch walk. So Patterson, it's not what you want to do when you got a 3-0 lead.
And you got the 9th hitter up.
Yeah, the 9-hole hitter. And so now things flip. Jaden No, who flew out to center back at the first, stands in, runner at first base, and nobody out.
I love those videos of the players when they come up to bat. That is so cool.
But Tia said, he said, I believe it was when I was at Lincoln County, it was in between the 2017-2019 seasons. He said we actually played Boyle County. It was a game that was supposed to be on a Tuesday, got rained out. Then on a Wednesday, it got rained out. And he said, so we played 2 on a Thursday. Boyle and Lincoln County did. First pitch to Jaden No with Reeser on first base. Someone's in there, called strike. It's 0-1. And so I texted Kyle Wynn about it because Kyle was the head coach of Boyle County at that time. And Kyle's memory was that they actually started one of the games and then they had to finish the game on the Thursday and then played the second one after that. T says that he believes they played 2 full games on that Thursday. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes.
Put a little off that pitch.
So pick whichever story you want to believe. Either way, they play either 1.5 or 2 games on a Thursday when T. Ellis was at Lincoln and Kyle Wynn was the head coach of Boyle County. No balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 swing and a miss. Patterson with a fastball outside, and
he went swinging after it.
No one way after it. For Patterson, strikeout number 2. Sorry, strikeout number 3. Out number 1. It's Corbin Folger. T. Ellis won his 100th game in last year's 12th Region Tournament quarterfinal over Somerset, his 100th career game. He has won 86 career games as the head coach of Garrett County. That one's inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Gives the coaches, the sign down the third base coach's box towards the left-hand side of the field. 1-0 the count to Corbin Folger. That one is high, 2-0.
Tried to overthrow that a little bit. Lost control of it.
Sounds like someone has a deer caller. Do you hear that? Maybe it's someone just whistling. Yeah, that's a whistle.
I got a feeling I know who it is. Don't give him any publicity.
That one's low, 3-0.
Oh.
Boyle got 3 in the top of the third on a 2-run triple by Caleb Brangham, who then scored on a throwing error by Garrett County.
You know he's not going to be swinging here 3-0.
3-0 on its way, and take outside ball 4. So a walk, a strikeout, and a walk, and the Golden Lions bring the tying run to the plate, and Adam Blair's calling time. So at least wants to have a word with Caden Patterson.
Yep. He almost tripped over that line going across it.
So the thing he's going to tell Caden is 2 words. Throw strikes.
Yeah, you got the lead. Especially in the 9th hitter. Usually not your best hitter. And you didn't go after him. Jeopardy music. Dee 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 dee.
There you go. Garrett and Boyle split
the rest of it. Come on.
Garrett and Boyle split the season series last year. Garrett actually won the first game. Boyle won the second game. When Garrett beat Boyle last year in the first game of the series, it was the first win for Garrett over Boyle County in 19 games. Boyle had won 19 straight over Garrett up to that point.
They stop it and they start humming and they start playing it again.
There we go. I'm sure there's nothing more than the houses sitting up on that hill that were once undisturbed. They love to hear more than the Jeopardy music blaring from the Golden Lion baseball field.
But you remember their old field, there was houses in behind. If somebody would hit home runs, they'd go in somebody's yard over there.
Good memories over there at the old field.
Yep.
There's Logan Quinn, 2 on and 1 out. First pitch to Logan, breaking ball is in there. It's no balls and 1 strike.
Caught the inside corner of that breaking ball.
Some rowdy games there at Garrett County.
Yeah, that was.
Really rowdy games at the old field.
I don't think the field was this big either.
No, it wasn't. Because they had the elevated fence, the higher fence there at Garrett County. 0-1 check swing, Quinn went around, and the runner takes off to first base. Now they throw back to first, now the runner takes off to second.
They botched that up.
Yeah, back behind the play, Corbin Folger just took off to second base because the ball was in the turf here, and Carson Rowe, the Boyle County catcher, threw back behind him to first base, and right when he did, the runner at second base for Garrett County, Brady Reeser, took off to third, and so that's a strange play, but allows both runners to move up one base.
They had them both at second, and then they botched it. That's where you run at the lead runner.
The 0-2 popped up right-hand side, foul territory. Over is Kenny, over is Milburn, and Milburn can't make the catch. Kenny lost it, Milburn back behind the play, couldn't make the catch, and if you look in Boyle County's dugout, Adam Blair just turned around and walked back behind the bricks where you can't see him. I think his frustration level over the last 2 plays about reaching his limit.
Kenny had the better angle at it because Milburn had to make a long run, and he almost made a circus catch getting over there to it.
And it gets Quinn second life now. No balls and 2 strikes. Runners at second and third, 1 out, 3-0 Boyle. The 0-2 is just high. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Logan Quinn. Lined out to left, back in the first.
Rowe turns around and said high a little bit. Tony Gray said, yep.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Patterson kicks, delivers, 1-2 fastball. Hit foul, left-hand side out of play. Rick, I was driving up here this afternoon and thought to myself, of course, you were in the passenger seat, thought to myself, I know exactly who I want to talk about in the Major League Baseball trivia question of the day. 1-2.
That's bad for
win.
me. You're giving
Sign
us this much
outside.
thought.
2-2. Now, I mean, I'll just, the player popped in my head, and of course I have the Book of Secrets here. My baseball stat Book of Secrets, and surely he's in this book, and he is. 2-2 breaking ball, called strike 3. It's an outside corner. It is strikeout number 3 for, strikeout number 4 for Caden Patterson. It's the first one looking, and the 2-out batter is Zachary Stacy, and now it's the same exact situation Boyle County was in last inning. Runners at second and third and 2 outs with their cleanup hitter up. Caleb Branham cleared the bases. We'll see what Stacy can do here in the cleanup spot. First pitch, he takes outside with a fastball. It's 1-0. Stacy singled on a 5-foot ground ball on the third baseline. Back in the first, he's 1 for 1. We'll take another one of those here. That'll give him an RBI if he does. 1 ball and no strikes. All right, 2-0. It's a doubleheader here from Golden Lion Field tonight. They made that decision earlier this afternoon. They'll play 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Fastball blooped into the Boyle County dugout. Nice bare hand snag by a Boyle County player who I can't see because of the line of players in front of him, but he makes the catch. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Ernie Banks is smiling, looking down. He always said to Mr. Cub, let's play 2.
The weather's good enough for it. We were looking at the forecast earlier and thought there was a chance that maybe we'd see some rain around 5 o'clock or so, but skies are clearing too.
Everything, yeah.
About as good as it can be for a baseball game. 2-1. A little bit high with a breaking ball. 3-1 to count. Hitters count for Zachary Stacy. Runner at third base for Garrett County is Reeser. At second base is Folger. And a 3-1 count as Caden Patterson takes the return throw. Wants a brand new baseball. He gets one from Tony Gray.
Not a cloud in the sky, right?
One
you remember that years ago?
One really, really big one there in right field. Doesn't look menacing at all, though. 3 balls and 1 strike as Patterson delivers a fastball that's high. Ball 4. He has now walked. The bases loaded. Reeser to third, stays at third, I should say. Folger is at second. Stacy is at first. Patterson hadn't walked a soul till this bottom half of the third. Now he's having trouble throwing strikes. Bases loaded. And here comes the right fielder, Justin Parsons. Parsons, the junior, wears number 11. 245, no home runs, 8 driven in. He takes a fastball high. 1 ball and no strikes. Boyle won Monday night. Garrett won Monday night as well. 1-0's in there. Sounds like a strike. It is a strike. 1-1 and a fastball from Caden Patterson. If the Rebels can pull one off in game 1, the 9-game win streak, which is what it would be for them, would tie their longest in the Adam Blair era. That one's low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. They've won 8 games in a row right now. That ties the 8 straight that they had last year to begin the season. The Rebels started off 8-0 last year. 2-1 breaking ball is high and inside. Boy, it looked good. Tony Gray didn't like it, and now it's 3-1.
Parsons backed away from it, and I think it helped sell it.
3 balls and 1 strike with the bases loaded. 3-1 fastball fouled off the screen. Anderson laid one in there, and Parsons fouled it off, and now every runner again will get a head start. 3 balls and 2 strikes. On third base is Reeser, second base Folger, first base is Stacy. Full count 3-2. Caden Patterson walks all the way to where the brown turf and green turf meet of the hitter's circle to take that baseball from Tony Gray, and now slowly walks back to the mound. Full count 3-2. Big deep breath from Caden Patterson. The runners go. 3-2 fastball fouled off. If I'm Justin Parsons, I think I'm sitting fastball. And Patterson's had trouble locating the breaking ball a little bit, and with 3-2, and the bases loaded, you got to throw a strike. So if I'm Parsons, probably sitting fastball, see if you find one dead red that you can hit somewhere.
Don't see any action in the Boyle bullpen at this time. He's hoping just to get out of this inning.
Patterson shakes his head. Yes, runners go again. 3-2 fastball fouled off again. That was pitch number 50 by Caden Patterson. He had 8 pitches in the first inning. He's thrown 42 the next 2 innings combined. He gets set again in the rubber. Full count. Pitch number 3 on its way in the full count, and he fakes it to third base and a head-first dive back to third base in time is Brady Reeser. Patterson will turn, deliver, runners go. 3-2 fastball, hit up the middle, and caught by Milburn on the line at second base for out number 3. Garrett gets them loaded, they leave them loaded. We played 3 full. It's Boyle 3, Garrett nothing on Z105.
Hi, this is Laura at the Garrett County Public Library. If you have children ages 0 to 5 who live in Garrett County, you can sign up for Dolly Parton's Imagination Library through the Garrett County Public Library. Visit our website at garrettlibrary.org for more information, or come visit us on the square in Lancaster.
Now available at Farmers National Bank, free checking and a free gift. Simply open a new Farmers National Bank personal or business checking account and receive a free gift. Minimum required deposit is only $50. We make the process fast and easy. Call 866-888-0220 or stop into one of our 12 convenient locations. Farmers National Bank, with locations in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Perryville, Stanford, Liberty, and Middleburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Helpful people, free local delivery, mobile app refills right to your door. Visit SuttonRx.com. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on Maple Avenue.
Boyle County 3, Garrett County nothing. Rebels send up Logan Perry, Blaine Kinney, and Caden Patterson. 6, 7, and 8 due up in the top half of the fourth with the Rebels up by 3. And Mike Marcy has graced us with his presence. He's walking in, got his lawn chair in hand, and he'll set up camp, I'm sure, right next to us.
What does he think? It's Christmas?
What do you mean?
Said he brought his presents.
He's graced us with his presence.
Oh. Here he Tony.
What's going on? Getting a fist bump from Tony Gray, home plate umpire for tonight's
The
game.
Marcinator has arrived.
Logan Perry doubled, was left on second base. It was leadoff double for Logan back in the second. Blue point down a left field line, and with Trey Graham sprinting in from left field, made a dive at it, a slide actually, and bounced off his knee, bounced in foul territory, but Logan ended up being retired in a strike him out, throw him out double play to end the second. First pitch to Logan Perry. Fastball is a called strike. It's 0-1. Logan, one of the many left-handed bats in this Boyle County lineup. The 0-1.
Ooh,
towards first. It's off of Quinn's glove, bounces
They
back
might
to
get a
second.
chance to
Reeser
get
will
him.
throw to first with the pitcher covering the
he's
throw.
hurt.
Hit Logan Perry sprinting down the first baseline. It's an infield single for Logan, and time is called. It was Folger covering the bag. The ball bounced off of Logan Quinn at first base, right to Reeser. It's a good play by Folger, just trying to make an out with Reeser throwing to first base, and the ball ends up hitting Logan Perry. He's laughing about it, and will take off his elbow guard, hand it off to Adam Scharcher. He'll stay at first base. So another hit for Logan Perry, 2 for 2 tonight, and that'll bring up Blaine Kinney.
That stung.
Yeah, sure didn't feel good.
Yeah. Let's see if we're going to play some small ball, Joe.
Boyle County number 15, Blaine Kinney.
Well, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Garrett County, no runs, 1 hit, no error. Adam Blair, 191 and 128. Career record, and that 200 mark is well within his reach, even in the regular season. First pitch.
Nope.
Breaking ball is low, 1 ball and no strikes. You know, we talked about 2 weeks ago when we had Boyle and Danville. He was at, I think it was like 183 wins at that point, right? Yeah, because they've won 8 straight, so that would put him at 191 now. 1 ball and no strikes, swing and a miss by Kinney. It's 1-1. And we said at that point there were 21 games left in the regular season for Boyle County at that point 2 weeks ago, and that the Rebels would have to go 17-4 over their last 21 games for Coach Blair to reach 200 in the regular season. Well, now you rattle off 8 straight wins. That number 74 seems a little more realistic. Kenny bunts at first base side. Off the mound is Folger. He'll make the play, apply the tag, turn around, and watch Logan Perry round second base and stay there. Sacrifice bunt by Blaine Kenny. Perry goes to second. One gone. Here's Caden Patterson. So when you look, they've got now the Rebels 12 games scheduled left in the regular season. They'd have to go 9-3 over the last 12 games for Coach Adam Blair to hit that 200 mark in the regular season. And I'm not sure that anybody on Boyle County's coaching staff knew he was that close to 200. I didn't text Coach Blair himself. I texted Coach Schartzer, the assistant coach. First pitch to Patterson's high, 1 ball and no strikes, and said, hey, he's still, 9 wins away, but he's getting close to 200. And I'm not sure that they were aware of that. 1 ball and no strikes. At second base is Logan Perry. The 1-0 to Patterson is slow. Good stop back behind home plate by Logan Anderson, 2-0.
Tony said, thank you. Got to keep that ball from coming back and hitting him.
Caden Patterson's 0 for 1. He struck out back in the second. There's a good breaking ball, but it misses outside and low, and it's 3 balls and no strikes now.
Now you crowd the plate and you bend way over, make a smaller target. 3-0.
Patterson chokes up a little bit on that bat. He'll turn around, square around, show bunt. He watches a strike. Split the plate in 2. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. 2 teams have played 46 times. Boyle and Garrett have since 2001. Boyle County has dominated the series. They're 40-6 all time versus Garrett in that stretch since 2001. Fastball's low. Patterson dances out of the way. He moves to first base. 2 on and 1 out. And that'll bring up Colin Wise. Boyle County scored double digits.
No, I just got it.
I believe is that Owen Wheeler? That's Andrew Holder.
Andrew Holder.
Got the roster right here, Rick. I gave you the laminated roster.
Well, that's yours. I didn't get one. I didn't get one. I have to look up mine. See, he didn't give me one of these laminated ones.
That's the freshman Andrew Holder who will run for Boyle County. 2 on and 1 out. Colin Wise sees a fastball outside for ball 1.
No indication of trying to lay one down there.
Yeah, the top of the order lurking, so you'd think if you're going to lay one down, this would be a good time. Your 9-hole hitter and one of the state's best sophomores.
Third baseman has to play back to cover the back.
Is in the on-deck circle. That ball grounded towards short. Up is Stacy, goes to second, one there on the first. Yeah, a little bit late, and Wise has got pretty good wheels as well. They do force out Patterson's courtesy runner Holder at second base on a 6-4 fielder's choice for the second out. Wise reaches first. On the fielder's choice, Perry goes to third, and the 2-out batter is Kyler Clonch. And this is not a guy, if you're Garrett County, you want to mess around with. Clonch has walked, he's singled, he's scored a run. He's at 400 on the year, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. He leads Boyle County in hits with 28 of them.
Anderson was standing up the catcher, giving him signs if the runner would take off, if he's going to go through. That never works.
Fake to third, fake to first. Wise is back in time easily. Prep Baseball Report has got Kyler Clonch listed as one of the top sophomores in the state of Kentucky, and you watch him play and you see why. The top of this Boyle County order. First pitch to Clonch, breaking ball, chopped foul, left-hand side. On a couple of hops fielded by a Garrett County assistant coach, reaching over the fence and making a barehand play. It's 0-1 to Kyler Clonch.
So yeah, that was 2 hops. That's 50 cents.
No balls and 1 strike.
Get a 1 hop, it's 75 cents. If you catch it, it's $1.
The 0-1, there goes Wise. Clonch hammers that one to right field. Parsons is right in line with it, though, and makes the catch for out number 3. Boyle County gets a couple on, they leave a couple on. They lead at 3-0 into the bottom half of the 4th. Live from Golden Lion Field on Z105.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
At Bob Allen GMC, we are professional grade. Lease a new 25 GMC Sierra 1500 with elevation package for only $439 per month for 36 months. First payment, taxes, and fees due at signing, 10,000 lease miles per year. Stock M 25,195. Must have lease loyalty. Bob Allen GMC, located on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online at boballenmotormall.com.
Hi, this is Laura from the Garrett County Public Library. Have you tried downloading free books, audiobooks, magazines, movies, television shows, music, and more from our website? Download Libby, Hoopla, and Canopy to check out free digital materials. Visit our website at garrettlibrary.org to get started.
At Thoroughbred Express in Danville, they provide an unparalleled service experience with top-quality car washes every day. They're all about building lasting, trusting relationships with their customers who always come first. That's why they've crafted the perfect car wash experience, one that their customers will enjoy for years to come. Thoroughbred Express offers special membership packages, and just for $10, your first month is covered. Enjoy unlimited washes at a great price. Visit Thoroughbred Express today, located on Houstonville Road, Danville.
Bottom half of the fourth, Boyle County 3, Garrett County nothing. Golden Lions send up Hans Moberly, Logan Anderson, and Hagen Miller. That's a 6, 7, and 8 for Garrett County in the bottom half of the fourth as Caden Patterson finishes up his warm-up tosses. Adam Blair and Tony Gray having a conversation in between innings right in front of us, and we said, hey, next time you all want to argue, if you all can scoot it back closer to the backstop, we got a crowd mic here, and we'll be able to pick up the entire conversation. That'll be great for our listeners. And they both agreed to that, so see if we can get that for you later on. So even if you want to stage an argument in the second game, if you want to. Tony did confirm it is the same umpiring crew for game 2. He's not going to be behind home plate back-to-back games.
He said that that infield right there, where he's behind home plate, is hard. It's a hard. Said it is hard for him to stand up there.
No, hard surface, huh?
Hard surface, yeah.
Here's Hans Moberly. Recent fielder's choice. He hits one well towards left center field. Bodner is over. Wise is over. Bodner will call off Wise in the left center field gap and make the catch for out number 1. Moberly gave it a ride, but a couple of steps in front of the warning track for out number 1. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's Logan Anderson.
And that's the right call. Usually your center fielder's one of your best fielders, is quicker than your right or left fielder, and he called him off, called that up, and then he went back to back him up.
Anderson was hit by a pitch. His last at bat, he swings way late in the fastball. It's no balls and 1 strike. Caden Patterson transferred in from Taylor County High School. He was one of their star pitchers last year as a freshman, but he's originally from this area. 0-1 is lifted, foul territory over near Boyle County's dugout. Is there room? And there's not. Off the top of the Boyle County dugout and bounces right on the walkway in front of a young man who makes
75 cents.
75 cents, I was going to say, who makes the catch on one bounce. No balls and 2 strikes to Logan Anderson. Patterson with his long brown hair flowing from the back of his hat. The 0-2 fastball grounder right back to him on 2 hops. 50 cents for Patterson, who runs it to first base himself for the second out.
Because he didn't trust himself throwing it.
He
had plenty of time to throw that ball.
He was already sprinting that way. You don't usually see a U1 in your scorebook, but that's what Patterson did. He took it to first base himself with Blaine Kinney just standing on the bag. And Patterson wins the foot race. 2 out batters, the lefty Hagen Miller. Well, got 3 runs back in the third. It was a 2-run triple by Branham. Ended up being 3-run score when Branham scored from third base on an errant throw by Garrett County. 0-1, Miller fouls it off. A Little League home run, as it's called. You run all the way around the bases.
Look on the other side of the Marcinator.
Logan Young's here.
Yeah, that's a familiar face.
Logan Young's one of the reporters for the 12th Region Sports Network. I'm sure he's here covering the game for that. 0-1, Miller lifts that one foul. Back behind that new Garrett County hitting cage, which appears to be in the same situation it was in last time we were here. Yeah, no turf down yet. They were waiting for the turf to get in. Everything's so brand spanking new. They got to order stuff and get it here and install
dirt
it.
For the drive. And
no balls and 2 strikes. Patterson's 0-2. Breaking ball grounded towards second base. And it's gobbled up by Milburn, who goes to first for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, nothing doing. We are through 4 full. It's Boyle County 3, Garrett County nothing on Z105.
Mike Gay here. Everyone at SD is cheering for our local high school teams this season. We're proud to be a sponsor and are rooting for your success both athletically and professionally. Good luck. Have a great season. And from SD in Harrodsburg and Danville, we're behind you all the way. For more information about our commitment to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place and learn more about our job opportunities, visit sd.com/careers. That's ESSITY.com/careers. sd.com/careers.
Spring's finally here. Along with the green grass and blooming dogwoods, spring also means thunderstorms and the possibility of power outages. Here's what you should do if a spring storm leaves you without power. Start at home. Check your fuse box or circuit breakers. Then check with your neighbors to see if they have power. If they don't, that's the time to call your electric cooperative and report the outage. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Kentucky Select. Kentucky Select Tournaments, hands down, has the best tournaments in Central Kentucky. Thanks to Kelly and JT Bullock for having tournaments that showcase talent with integrity, providing certified umpires and awarded trophies and rings at all Harrisburg, Shelbyville, and Danville tournaments. Kentucky Select is your right choice to showcase hard work, skills, and talent. For more information, go to KentuckySelectTournaments.com.
Bull County's got 2, 3, and 4 due up here in the top half of the fifth. That is Austin Bodner, and it is not Ethan Milburn. It's Cole Jarnigan who's going to bat for Ethan Milburn. And I realized that when the ball was hit to second base, that was not Ethan Milburn out there. It was Cole Jarnigan playing second base. So, yeah, right, number 33, Cole Jarnigan in your scorecard underneath Ethan Milburn's name. I've got horrible handwriting. It's getting worse the older I get. Here's the first pitch to Austin Bodner. Breaking ball is low, 1 ball and no strikes. It's like I have to make a concerted effort to write neat, and I just can't do it.
Your writing's getting worse?
It is as I get older. I write like a doctor and get paid like a broadcaster.
Well, I write like a doctor. It's the way I write.
1-0 called strike.
Can't read doctors, can't read mine.
No, I'm saying write like a doctor and get paid like a broadcaster. It's not a good life.
You get paid?
Well, you have to talk to the boss about that. Yeah, I do. I don't know about you. 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2.
Man, my muff cover. I thought I had it. I don't know if it fell off.
Rick's microphone cover's gone missing.
It's gone.
So if you hear Rick spitting into the microphone, it's because it's what's called the muff. The muff cover is gone.
Yes. I got no cover.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Austin Bodner. He'll take high, 2-2.
Oh, he almost went after it. It was up high.
Bodner's reached base twice, a couple of singles, scored a run. He's getting better and better as this season has gone on. Thomas More University is getting a good football player in Austin Bodner. I want to sign 3 balls and 2 strikes, and let me see Thomas More, see how good of a baseball player Austin Bodner is, and say, hey, Austin, want to play baseball for us as well? Austin swings left-handed, the 3-ball, 2-strike pitch on its way. Hammer towards right field. Parsons retreats, heads back
over
near
his
the
head.
fence, reaches up. It is over his head. It's off the bottom of the fence. Bodner's got wheels. He heads towards third base. He has an easy triple.
Yep.
It's a stand-up variety. It's the second triple of the game for Boyle County, and we mentioned earlier in the game they're one of the state leaders in triples. They have a second one for Austin Bodner. It is on the season his 5th triple. He leads the Rebels in that stat. Runner at third base and 1 out for Cole Jarnigan. And Bodner's now 3 for 3.
Now batting 33, Cole Jarnigan.
Ethan Milburn, who hit in this 3-hole to begin the game, was 0 for 2, a pop out and a strikeout. So the freshman Cole Jarnigan bats with the runner at third base. He'll see a breaking ball. He called a strike. It's 0-1. Jarnigan at 167, actually started in left field in the Boyle-Danville game at Danville. Batted in the 9-hole that game. 0-1. It's hit well towards center field. No, retreats back to the warning track, reaches up, makes the catch on the run, but it's plenty deep enough to score Austin Bodner almost on the warning track. A sacrifice fly for the freshman Cole Jarnigan. It's 4-0 Boyle County.
Boyle County just scored. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource by going to nescoresource.com.
It's the 3rd RBI of the year for Cole. And with the bases clear, here's Caleb Branham. Branham has the biggest hit of this game. Bases clearing triple. First pitch to him is outside for ball 1. Drove in RBIs number 9, 10, and 11. Back in the 3rd inning when he hammered one to right. Parsons made a great attempt on it, diving, trying to keep the ball in front of him and make the catch for the 2nd out. Sorry, for what would have been the 3rd out when 1 is a called strike over the outside corner, but it got by him, rolled towards the fence, and Branham had an easy triple, and the relay throw was mishandled by Garrett County, which allowed Caleb to score in the play as well.
Oh,
good curveball, swing and a miss by
Took
Branham.
Something off that. He wasn't looking for that breaking ball.
It's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Now see if he comes back with a fastball after throwing that.
The 1-2 on its way. There is a breaking ball. Bounces over there near Boyle County's side. Count stays 1-2. Boyle County in the district is 4-0. Danville is 2-2. Garrett and Lincoln are both 1-3. What does that mean for the 45th district standings? With Boyle and Garrett playing 2 tonight, Danville and Lincoln playing 2 as well this week. That ball punched foul. Boyle County could hypothetically, let's say Garrett County comes back and wins this game and then wins the second game as well. Boyle County could drop both of these games versus Garrett tonight. And even if Danville won both games versus Lincoln County, Boyle would still have the #1 seed. So the Rebels have the #1 seed locked up because they have the head-to-head tiebreaker over Danville. They would both be 4-2. Danville and Garrett or Boyle would in that situation. Brenham takes outside. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And so with Boyle having the head-to-head tiebreaker over Danville, that would give Boyle County the #1 seed. They have that clinched already. Broke down some other situations after this 2-2 to Branham. Swing and a miss. That's a pretty good curveball right there by Corbin Folger.
He threw it down low, and Brandon tried to go underneath it and do a little golf swing at it. Missed it.
Strikeout number 6 for Corbin Folger. 2 on batter is Carson Rowe. Let's say Danville wins 1 game versus Lincoln. The worst they could finish in the district is 3-3, meaning they would clinch the 2 seed. They can just win 1 versus Lincoln. From there, it's a tiebreaker scenario between Garrett and Lincoln for the 3rd and 4th seeds. First pitch to Rowe is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. If you're looking at tiebreaker situations, Lincoln and Garrett both beat each other once this year head-to-head. Of course, head-to-head's the #1 tiebreaker, so that one's tied. You would go to the 2nd tiebreaker, which is head-to-head runs scored. That one is outside, 2 balls and no strikes. When Garrett and Lincoln played this year, Lincoln gave up 8 runs versus Garrett. Garrett gave up 9 runs versus Lincoln. That means that Lincoln would finish as the 3 seed, would take on Danville. Garrett as the 4 would take on Boyle County in the district tournament. One's inside and low, 3 balls and no strikes. Winner of the 45th district, by the way, gets to host region. So it is extra special this year to win district. It's always special to be able to host the region as well. A little icing on top of the cake. That one's in there, 3-1.
Wonder what movie they're playing tonight there in center field.
It does,
screen.
yeah. The
It's like a big movie screen.
The batter's eye looks like a drive-in movie screen.
Yeah.
You're exactly right. 3-1. Good hack by Rowe, but he hit nothing but air. It's 3-2. Rowe's 0 for 2, a flyout and a strikeout today. Rebels lead 4-0, top half of the 5th. A sacrifice fly by Cole Jarnigan plated Austin Bodner after a leadoff triple to begin this 5th inning. 3-2, grounded foul, briskly left-hand side, rolls down there near the corner.
Ooh, 19 getting it for Garrett County. Man, they can fly.
I think even Adam Blair's,
he jumps over the fence.
Even Adam Blair's impressed by the effort. Looking down, looking in the Garrett County dugout, it kind of gave him a look like y'all should run that guy.
Yeah.
Let him courtesy run a little bit. Full count, 3-2 to Carson Rowe. Fastball inside, ball 4. So from 3-0 to 3-2, Folger worked his way back, but missed inside, ball 4. 2-out walk. And Logan Perry, who's 2 for 2, a double and a single. And Owen Wheeler is going to run for Carson Rowe at first base. Wheeler, a good basketball player as well for the Rebels.
I like that rule to run for the catch, especially the catchers. When it's hot, it's not hot now, but they got all that equipment. They take a beating behind the plate, and the pitchers too. They're in every play. So I like the pinch runners for both of those.
Perry, first pitch swinging, fouls it off. As a fan from Paintly, Kentucky, will chase that baseball down.
They got a PL on their hat?
They do.
Okay.
No, that's how I knew that. 0-1 the count to Logan Perry. Pitch number 92 on its way from Corbin Folger. You really got to be careful in a doubleheader situation and not run out arms out there that you may want to pitch in game 2. That was over the outside corner. It's no balls and 2 strikes.
Took something off that one, too.
If I had to guess at starters for game 2, my guess is Zachary Stacy for Garrett, Landon Parnas for Boyle. Stacy's at short tonight in game 1. Parnas is not in the lineup in game 1 for the Rebels. Again, that's just a theory. Game 2 is expected to start about 20 or 30 minutes after the conclusion of game 1. The 0-2 to Perry. Breaking ball hit first base side foul. I was talking with Logan's grandma, and His dad sit down the first base side, and Logan's younger brother Landry plays for the middle school team. They're playing a game tonight as well, so they're trying to keep track of Logan's game and Landry's game and all kinds of baseball action in the Perry family. Big lead off first base. Wheeler's going. That ball hammered right center
Nobody
field.
there.
That splits the gap, rolls towards the fence. Logan Perry is 3 for 3. He's got an RBI as well to boot. It's an RBI double as Wheeler's chased home. It is 5-0 Boyle County. Second double of the night for Logan Perry, and for the sophomore, RBI number 13 in the season.
Boyle County just scored. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource by going to nescoresource.com.
Logan Quinn was not holding Owen Wheeler on first base, so Wheeler had about a 5 or 6 step lead.
And allowed him not to make a play at home.
Yeah, easily took off for second base, and when Perry hammered it into right center field, there's no way they're getting Wheeler out at home. And here's Blaine Kinney with Perry on second base. He takes a breaking ball, 0-1. Speaking of 0-1, Kinney is 0 for 1, a strikeout looking to sacrifice bunt as well. 2 outs, top of the 5th. Rebels have played at 2 in the top half of the 5th. 3 in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th for Boyle County. Zeros for Garrett County so far. That ball is lifted towards left. Graham breaks in, moves to his right, goes down to his knee, makes the catch for out number 3. But a 2-out RBI double by Logan Perry. Drives home 1 run, and a sacrifice fly by Cole Jarnigan drives home another. Boyle County 5, Garrett County nothing, heading to the bottom half of the 5th on Z105.
Step into Papa's Quick Stop number 7 across from the Boyle County Fairgrounds and discover the enchanting world of Candleberry candles in the huge Candleberry Corner. Refresh your world with an array of fresh cargo scents for your car for just $1.99. Tantalizing tarts, $7.99. Delightful room sprays for $9.50. Small jars are $14.99. Large jars, $25.99. Grand candy jars for $89.99. And a large selection of cookie jars for that special someone at $159.99. Visit Papa's Quick Stop number 7 across the Boyle County Fairgrounds on the bypass for an exhilarating experience like no other.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stuart Powell Ford Mazda here on the Bypass in Danville, where we make buying a vehicle easy. No fast talk, no high-pressure sales, no gimmicks or silly commercials. Just honest deals and a team that takes pride in doing business the right way. For over 75 years, we've built trust by treating our customers like family, offering fair prices, and making sure you drive away with confidence. Stop by today and see just how easy it is to do business with us.
Come to Stuart Powell, we can do business.
Stop in at 225 South Danville Bypass.
Now open Golden Line Barber Shop, locally owned and operated in the Square, Lancaster, accepting both walk-ins plus appointments. Mark offers haircuts, straight razor shaves, hot towels, and more. Golden Line Barber Shop is thrilled to serve Garrett and surrounding counties. For your appointment, go online to Instagram or by using the Vigaro app or call 859-304-5055. Best of luck, Golden Lions, from Golden Line Barber Shop on the Square in Lancaster.
We are back, and it's going to be, looks like 9-1-2 for Garrett.
5-0 Boyle County leads as we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Rick, will you ask Tony if they're playing 5 or 7 innings? Mike Marcy just brought up.
Are we playing 5 or 7, Tony? 7.
Yeah, they are playing 2 7 innings.
7.
Mike sat down and said, "This is the last inning, right?" And I said, "I think they're playing 7 innings." Yeah. He said, "Who plays 2 7-inning games in the same night?" But guys said maybe because it's a district game, they want to make sure they get all 7 innings in. So this is
to be fair to all the other teams.
Yeah, it is 2 7-inning games tonight in this one. That's why we had mentioned, before this game began, they are expecting to be here for quite some time tonight. Again, we do expect in Game 2, Zachary Stacy on the mound for the Golden Lions. He doesn't let any game drag on. Zachary doesn't. Swing and a miss on a fastball. It's no balls and 1 strike to Brady Reeser.
Where'd that big clump of clouds go in right field? Is that in center field now?
Yeah, I think it moved to center field. They had to get a better view of the game.
Oh, they couldn't see. Now they can't see because of that.
Yeah, they're working its way around the left field.
But the drive-in theater screen, you can't see over that now.
1 ball and 1 strike to Brady Reeser. He walked his only at-bat. Breaking ball is inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bottom half of the 5th, Rick, means it's time for the Major League Baseball Trivia Question of the Day. It's brought to you by nobody, but if you're listening, you're a business owner. This is a great advertising chance for you. 2-1 is a called strike 2 and 2. Radio Rick would love to talk to you about becoming the Major League Baseball Trivia Question of the Day, wouldn't you, Radio Rick?
I think this would be a great thing for the library to sponsor.
Yeah, Boyle County Public Library.
Yeah.
2-2 was fouled off, back behind home plate.
I don't know if we got any connections that way, but, you know.
It seems like a fit. Where do you go when you want to find more knowledge on a subject?
Yeah.
The library.
The library's got all the knowledge, all the books, all the records, all the numbers.
So the Boyle County Public Library bringing you the Major League Baseball trivia question of the day.
Yeah.
I like that. We'll have to talk to someone at the library, see if we can make that work. Patterson shakes his head. Yes, the 2-2 on its way to Reeser. Fastball lifted right-hand side. Foul territory to the first baseline. Long run in that triangle, and it's off the hands, off the glove of Blaine Kinney again in no man's land. Second ball we've seen hit that way, and Kinney made a good effort on it, but didn't have a good angle.
He was running like this. He didn't have time to turn around to try to catch that the normal way. Tried to catch it on the run. Got to it. I think he slowed down. He thought he was going to overrun it, and then got up there again. Just not the right angle to catch that thing.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Jaden No in the top of this Garrett County order is right around the corner. We'll see if the Golden Lions have some late runs in them. The 2-2 from Patterson. Hit towards center field. Bodner looks up in the Lancaster sky. Charges in, makes the catch. Chest high for out number 1.
Looked like it was going to go further than it was. Bodner did too, and then all of a sudden he started sprinting in a few steps to come in and haul that in.
It's now 5 straight sent down by Caden Patterson. That's his longest streak of the game so far. So Patterson getting stronger as this one rolls on to the bottom half of the 5th, and Jaden No is 0 for 2 with a fly out and a strikeout. That's balls in there, no balls and 1 strike. Mike Marcy coming to the game. I'm sure he watched the Cardinals beat the Reds 6-0 in game 1. Reds playing a doubleheader as well tonight. One is outside, 1-1.
That's only because they're playing 2 games.
Yeah, they got that nasty rain there in Cincinnati last night as well. Same rain we got here, 1-1. Ooh. Inside 2-1. All right, Rick, here we go. Major League Baseball trivia question of the day. This player was the first member of the 500 home run club to spend significant time at shortstop. The 2-1 lifted shallow right field. Jarnigan is out. Sunglasses gleaming, makes the catch for out number 2. 6 in a row set down by Patterson. Here's Corbin Folger. He was actually, Rick, the first shortstop to ever hit 250 home runs as well, and the first one to spend most of his time at shortstop hitting 500 home runs. Had 4 straight seasons with at least 40 home runs from 1957 to 1960. 2-out batter is inside. Corbin Folger takes low and inside 1-0. And I'm sure that you know why I wanted to pick this guy as the answer for today's Major League Baseball trivia question of the day.
Oh, they were fussing at me in the press box up there that I'm taking too long to answer the question, but if I answer so quick, then that moment's gone. We can't go back and recreate another.
Yeah, but listeners want the time to think about it too.
Yeah,
I don't mind you taking a little bit of time. That ball is hit towards right down for a base hit. Well, Corbin Folger wants you to take some more time as well. Folger stops the streak of 6 straight set down by Patterson. He deposits a little blooper into right field. It's only the 2nd hit for Garrett County in this game. And there's Logan Quinn. I'm sure you know who it is. I mean, you can at least, how about this? How about you tell us if you think you know without giving us the answer? That way the listeners can still chew on it a little bit.
I've got a pretty good idea. If it's the guy I'm thinking of, he finished his career at first base.
Logan Ballard.
And he would have DH'd if they had that back then, but they didn't.
Here's Logan Quinn. He hammers the breaking ball into the ground at short. Kyler Claunch underhand toss to second. Jarnigan covers the bag for out number 3. We'll continue talking about the Major League Baseball trivia question of the day after this quick commercial break. A 6-4 fielder's choice ends the bottom half of the 5th in this game. It's 5-0 Boyle after 5 on Z105.
At CC Auto Parts and Service, we take pride in meeting needs of our customers. The agricultural folks in Mercer County will be in full swing, preparing their crops for harvest. Michelle Kokenair brings expertise and many years' experience in the farm machinery parts business. Stop by today or call 734-9515, 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service is the difference. We get it.
The Garrett County Extension Service is your source for agricultural, family and consumer science, and 4-H programs in Garrett County. The Extension Service offers programs such as soil and hay sampling, food preservation, cooking classes, and a multitude of 4-H clubs. Kayla and Eric encourage you to stop by and check out what the Extension Service can do for you. We are located south of Lancaster on Highway 27. Good luck to the Garrett County High School team. Go Lions!
Looking for something more from your personal checking account? Then one of our new Community Trust Advantage checking accounts might be right for you. Our Advantage checking accounts offer great features such as ID Protect, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, travel and leisure discounts, and shopping rewards, which makes it easier for you to save money on everyday purchases. Learn more at ctbi.com. Get more out of your checking. Open an account today. Our friendly, professional staff at one of our many branches will be happy to assist you.
Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, terms and conditions apply.
Caden Patterson, Colin Wise, Kyler Clunch, big swing and a miss. Patterson's helmet just about flies off his head on that one. It's no balls in one strike, 8, 9, and 1, top half of the 6th. It's just a perfect night for baseball from Lancaster, Kentucky, between Boyle and Garrett. Another fastball that Patterson cannot catch up to. It's 0-2. Patterson has struck out and walked. Mike Marcy got the trivia question, by the way. And we'll give it to you again if you're just picking up this broadcast. 0-2, Patterson lifts that one left center field, fairly deep. No, reaches back near the warning track on the run, makes the catch. As Rick says, donks or doinks right into his brown glove for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down. In the top of the 6th, there's Colin Wise. This player,
the number 2, keeps just sticking in my mind about this guy. The number 2. That may be a hint for someone out trying to figure it out. Maybe you hadn't yet. And if I'm not mistaken, I mentioned this guy earlier. I believe I mentioned this guy earlier.
You did, which was interesting to me because you had no idea.
I had no idea.
But just for the nature of what's going on today, it makes sense that you would mention him and why this would be the trivia question, at least for game 1. That one's inside. Wise actually showed Bud and pulls it back. Again, here's the question. This player was the first member of the 500 home run club to spend significant time at shortstop and was the first shortstop to even...
he went around now. They call a strike on that.
No balls and 2 strikes. Was the first shortstop hit even 250 home runs and 4 straight seasons with at least 40 home runs from 1957 to 1960. Rick, what's your answer?
I wonder how many he hit at Wrigley Field. That'd be interesting to find out.
0-2 breaking ball outside, 1 and 2. Go ahead and give us your answer, Rick.
The man that always loved to play too. Ernie Banks.
Yeah, Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks, on a day where we have a doubleheader between Boyle County and Garrett County. It just makes sense to have Ernie Banks the answer to our trivia question. Swing and a miss. Wise is a fastball blown right by him. It is the second out here in the top half of the 6th. And strikeout number 7 for Corbin Folger, who has pitched pretty well tonight in this one. T. Ellis has called time. He'll walk out of the Garrett County dugout. That was pitch number 103, by the way, for Folger. 125 is the max for a pitcher on the varsity level. So he's still got 22 pitches left in him, and you can finish the at-bat when you reach that 125 mark.
And you know, they know how many. They got one coach assigned to let them know exactly how many pitches he's thrown. So they're right on top of that.
And not only that, you've got both teams scoring their own game changers, which is the way teams keep up with stats. And so, like the other team also, there's no way that somebody's going to be able to go over that pitch mark because the other team's going to call the attention to it too. Hey, you got to take him out. He's hit this pitch mark.
Yeah, but if you're hammering him, you don't want him to take him out.
Now, Folger's pitched well today. 5 runs, all 5 earned, 3 walks, but 7 strikeouts in 5 2/3. Kyler Klotch has reached base twice. It's the guy in the on-deck circle who's been the real thorn in Folger's side tonight. That's Austin Bodner. 1 ball and no strikes to Kyler Klotch.
They don't have a pitch count up on the board there, do they?
They do not.
They got room for it.
1-0 breaking ball is outside 2-0. I get the feeling that the last time we were here, they could pretty much put up whatever they want to on that video board.
Well, yeah, they got real videos of the players.
Yeah.
It's neat.
2-0 to Klotch. 3-0. And the reason I say that is because when we were here last time, Rick, we were talking about the Major League Baseball trivia question of the day before the game began. And there was a woman in the press box who said, oh, can we get the trivia question? It's like they had their own. Can we get our trivia question on the video board? 3-0 is high ball 4. Claunches walk for the second time, reach base for the third time tonight.
That's it.
And here's Austin Bodner and T. Ellis back out of the dugout. And that does indeed appear to be the end for Corbin Folger. There is not action in Garrett County's bullpen right now. And so Folger is not handed the ball yet to T. Ellis. And they're going to call Jaden No in from center field. So Folger's day is done. 5 2/3, 8 hits, 5 runs, all 5 earned, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts. He is responsible for the runner on first base. And he will heat way to Jaden No after 107 pitches. 73 found the strike zone. We've got the changes for you coming up in 1 minute on Z105.
This is Laura from the Garrett County Public Library. We have a brand new bookmobile and we are ready for new bookmobile patrons. You can pick out books on the bookmobile or we can bring you a selection based on your preferences. Call us at 859-792-3424 or stop and visit us on the square in Lancaster.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Helpful people, free local delivery, mobile app refills right to your door. Visit SuttonRx.com. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on Maple Avenue. Spring's finally here. Along with the green grass and blooming dogwoods, spring also means thunderstorms and the possibility of power outages. Here's what you should do if a spring storm leaves you without power. Start at home. Check your fuse box or circuit breakers. Then check with your neighbors to see if they have power. If they don't, that's the time to call your electric cooperative and report the outage. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Inter-County Energy, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Corbin Folger gives way to Jaden No. Jaden on the season has appeared in his 9th game this year. This is his 6th relief appearance. 3 starts, 6 relief appearances. 18 1/3 for Jaden. 19 hits, 12 runs, 8 earned, 7 walks, 12 strikeouts. A 1-1 record, also has 1 save. A 3.05 ERA. Excuse me, the next pitch he throws will be pitch number 323. He comes in from center field, and I don't know where Folger went.
He went to the outfield.
So we're going to say straight up switch.
Yeah.
Folger to center, No to the pitcher's mound. Things are looking ugly in Cincinnati, Rick.
Uh-oh.
We told you the Cardinals won game 1 6-0.
Right.
Game 2's underway, going to the bottom half of the 3rd. Cincinnati is at home, hosting St. Louis. 9-0 Cardinals.
9-0.
Mike about had a conniption for
I know. I was going to say, you're going to upset he's got another game to have to live through here. This is tough. And poor Barry Peel's probably just chewing up the radio right now and the TV and everything else.
Mentioned the Rockies won their 5th game of the year over the Braves this afternoon, 2-1. Can't blame Chris Sale for this one. 7 innings, 2 earned runs, 10 strikeouts. You don't often see games in Coors Field with 3 total runs scored. Bats went AWOL. Someone's bat who has not gone AWOL tonight is Austin Bodner. He's 3 for 3. Right in there. 0-1 the count. Had a triple his last at bat. His team-leading 5th triple. Kyler Claunch is at first base. 5-0 Rebels, top half of the 6th. The first of 2 in this doubleheader between Garrett and Boyle. Claunch lengthens his lead off of first base. Here's the 0-1. 0-2.
Work in the corner.
Twins and Guardians locked in a good one, Rick. Top half of the 7th. You want to know the score?
Yeah.
Twins nothing, Guardians nothing.
Double squadouche.
Orioles 4, Yankees 2, bottom half of the 4th of that one. Bodner calls time and will step out. Pirates 1, Cubs nothing, bottom half of the 4th. Phillies 3, Nationals 1, bottom of the 4th. Royals 2, Rays nothing, bottom 3rd. Red Sox 2, Blue Jays nothing. Mets and Diamondbacks scoreless. Brewers 1, White Sox nothing. Runner goes, pitches outside, throw down to second base is late. And luckily for Garrett County, Zachary Stacy on the run made the catch behind second base. It's a CC Auto Parts stolen base for Kyler Clonch. It is his 15th stolen base in 16 attempts this year.
That stolen base is run by CC Auto Parts and Service on Louisville Road. Get your car running like Kyler Clonch at CC Auto Parts and Service.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Austin Bodner. Clonch at second base. The run that the Rebels can add on if Bodner can find some outfield grass. Instead, he sees a ball cross high. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's big news coming earlier today, Rick, from the Campbellsville University Harrodsburg campus, where they have opted to essentially end all of their undergraduate programs there. 2-2 to Bodner is low and outside, 3-2. You say, what does that have to do with sports? Well, of course, CU Harrodsburg has a lot of sports teams, and with the ending of their undergraduate programs, they are welcoming any athlete that wants to join the JV program at the actual Campbellsville University campus. A strange day of news when that one broke. Clonch goes, 3-2 is a called strike, I think, over the outside corner.
Good way to hurt yourself.
I don't know if it's a called strike or a caught stealing. Either way, the inning ended. I thought Tony Gray called it a called third strike, but the base umpire says Clonch is out at third base. We'll have to get the official call. Either way, top half of the 6th ends, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We are through 5.5. It is Boyle 5, Garrett nothing on Z105.
Jade Jordan. I live in Lawrenceburg. I worked with Miss Christy Welch. Oh my gosh, it was perfect. She made everything completely smooth. I knew nothing about the home buying process. It was me and my husband's first home. Walked us through every single step and truly treated us like we were family. Answered every question. She looked out for things in the houses, truly listened to what we wanted, found things that fit us, truly felt like a friend after the process.
Welcome home with Welch.
Struggling with aches and pains? Time is now to visit Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy in Danville. The owner and director, Samantha Ashford, will help you if you are having problems with your back, your neck, headaches, industrial work injuries, sports injuries. You need rehab, individual rehab, and skilled hands-on care. Then come to Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy. Need post-operative rehab of the extremities and the spine? Arthritis? Oh, it hurts! Head to Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy in Danville at 74 Whirlaway Drive.
At Stuart Powell Ford Mazda, we are proud to be your hometown dealer for many reasons. Selection, service, convenient location, and our people. Your friends, family, and neighbors. Since 1949 at Stuart Powell, we make it easy. Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. Visit us on the bypass in Danville or online at stuartpowell.com.
4, 5, and 6 for Garrett County here in the bottom half of the 6th. Zachary Stacy, Justin Parsons, and Hance Mobberly. The 3 that are due up. It's a 5-0 Rebel lead. First pitch to Zachary Stacy from Gaden Batterson. A fastball zips over the outside corner for strike 1. By the way, that was a called third strike on Austin Bodner to end the top half of the 6th. 0-1 the count. Low and outside, 1-1. Stacy is 1 for 1. A single and a walk was erased on the base paths on a fielder's choice when he singled back into second. He hits that one towards left center, but Austin Bodner is in the tracks, makes the catch. The first down. Here's Justin Parsons, a sacrifice bunt, a line out. He's 0 for 1. It's a beautiful night here at Lancaster, but a little bit warmer for Tony Gray back behind the dish.
They said it's like 15 degrees, the turf warmer. Could you imagine when it's like getting around 90? That thing would be
melting your cleats.
Yeah, over 100. Feel like.
Called strike 0-1 to Justin Parsons.
Looks good. Looks pretty from us, for the fans, but
a little bit warmer on the turf.
Yeah.
0-1 curveball off the top of the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. You know, we have not been to Mercer County yet this year. We were supposed to have been there multiple times, but the games, actually we were going to have a Garrett Mercer game, like the second broadcast of the year, in a game that got rained out. And this field is similar to Mercer County's, where you have the infield and turf and the outfield and natural grass. 0-2. Called strike 3, outside corner. Caden Patterson zips one right over the outside black. 2 up and 2 down. And for Patterson, strikeout number 6. By the way, Titans are playing West Jessamine right now. Mercer County 3, West Jessamine 1. It'll be a big win for the Titans if they can hang on to that one.
What Danville, Lincoln?
8-2, Danville leads over Lincoln County. Moberly takes high for ball 1.
What's that up-down thing supposed to be? That's what the Garrett County dugout's yelling at the players. Up, down.
Moberly fouls that one off. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. A lot of errors in that Lincoln-Danville game. 7 total, 4 by Lincoln, 3 by Danville.
Yeah.
8 runs for Danville on 5 hits and 3 errors. 2, 3, and 4 for the Patriots. Moberly sees a strike. It's 1-2. The unofficial official time, so to say, for game 2 was 8:30 when they thought game 2 would start. 1-2, lifted right-hand side, foul territory. Over top of the light fixture out of play. It'll stay 1 ball and 2 strikes. And it looks like, just the way things are trending, 8:30 is probably a pretty good guess. If you're looking at 20 minutes after game 1, we're at 7:50 right now. It's the bottom half of the 6th, maybe another 20 minutes or so in this game.
Normally, after each game, you have to drag the field. They won't have to do that.
Yeah.
They don't have to line the field. Line the third base, first base lines. Batter's box.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
Now, Tony's not cleaning the plate off, though. I'll say that.
2-2, outside and low, 3-2. Mike Marcy says 0 chance it starts by 8:30. Do you love his positivity?
Yeah. See what happens when the Reds lose?
3-2, inside ball 4. Somebody didn't like that call, and Tony Gray turns around and looks at him. Never really seen Tony react that way. Somebody from back behind, in the fan section behind us, said, "Come on, that was over the plate," and Tony turned around and gave him the death stare. Here's Logan Anderson, runner at first base, 2 outs, 5-0 Boyle County here in the bottom half of the 6th. Caden Patterson trying to polish off 4 more outs and get this complete game. Breaking ball is outside for ball 1.
Now I can understand why I keep hearing that when my muff guard is gone, I can hear me breathe. Normally that kind of helps cut that down.
All right, Darth Vader.
I don't know if I even had it on.
Oh,
well, look at that
pick
stop.
by Carson Rowe.
Wow. Short hop.
59-foot fastball. The Rowe just backhanded with ease. Was pitch number 87 from Caden Patterson. 2 balls and no strikes. Fastball popped up. Right-hand side, it's out of play. Onto the Garrett County football field again. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Going back to T. Ellis's days at Lincoln County when he played Boyle County. Fastball is low. Another good pick by Rowe. It's 3-1. As a head coach, T. Ellis 1-21 all-time versus the Rebels. Of course, that one win was last year when Garrett beat Boyle County game 1 of the back-to-back district games. 3-1, fastball, low, ball 4. There's the 5th walk by Caden Patterson. That sends Moberly to second. Will send Anderson to first base. Adam Blair is out of the dugout. He's slowly walking towards the pitcher's mound. There was no action in Boyle County's bullpen. And we're going to have a runner at first base for Garrett County. It's number 23, Colin No, running for Anderson again.
You know what? Walk.
Yeah, you know what Blair wants, though, is there comes the Jeopardy music. What Blair wants is for Patterson to finish this game off.
Yep, so you don't have to use any more
You've
arms.
earned 1 arm in the first game, and you've got basically every arm at your disposal for the important second district game that comes up after this one.
He's making sure he's not too tired. Make sure his arm's all right, too.
Hagen Miller's 0 for 2, strikeout and a ground out. Sophomore left-handed swinging Hagen Miller. On second base for Garrett County is Moberly. On first base is Colin No, who runs for Logan Anderson. Rebels got 3 in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th for their 5 runs. Anderson grin across his face, comes set from the stretch and looks at the sophomore, Hagen Miller, first pitch fastball. Called strike, it's 0-1. It's amazing how someone can struggle with their control. Remember back in the third inning when Patterson walked the bases loaded, all it took was Adam Blair coming out saying a couple words to him, and he ended up throwing strikes. One was low and inside 1-1, and here 2 quick outs for Patterson, but he walks back-to-back hitters, and Blair comes out, says a word to him, and he immediately throws a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Grounded towards second base. Jarnigan should be an easy play as he gloves the Pearl, throws to first for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 left on base. 6 innings complete. It's all Rebels. 5-0 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard in Game 1 of this doubleheader on Z105.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loans subject to credit approval.
What kind of tires do we keep at CC Auto? Cooper, Michelin, Nitto, Hankook, Firestone, Bridgestone, Toyo, General, Yokohama, and many more. We've just added the new line of Mastercraft tires, and we are also a Goodyear National Account dealer. We keep lawn and garden tires in stock, as well as farm implement tubes and tires. We have a farm service truck to meet the needs of our farmers. Call us at CC Auto today, 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service. Service is the difference. We get it.
Curamed is a top-selling curcumin product in America for good reason. Curamed from Terry Naturally provides remarkable health benefits. Make sure you insist on a bestseller. Insist on Curamed. We're so confident Curamed will offer the results you deserve, we guarantee it, or your money back.
Curamed is on sale now, only at the Danville Nutrition Center. Save 25% off on both Curamed and Curamin for pain. Danville Nutrition Center is located at 802 South 4th Street in Danville.
It's the 7th inning. It's 12-5. Garrett County nothing. Jaden No back on the mound for his first full inning of work. He was brought in last inning after Corbin Folger issued a 2-out walk for Garrett County in the top of the 6th. And Cole Jarnigan will dig in to begin the top half of the 7th. It's Jarnigan, Branham, and Rowe. That's 3, 4, and 5. Rebels want to add on a couple of more. They lead 5-0. And Jarnigan gives a fist bump to Adam Blair to begin this top half of the 7th.
Sounds like a law firm. Jernigan, Brandon, and Rowe.
Now batting on the 33, Cole Jarnigan.
Jarnigan lifted a sacrifice fly back in the 5th inning to drive in Austin Bodner, who led off the 5th with a triple. The fastball's in there, 0-1. After this game's over, we'll send it back to the studio after our post-game show, and 0-1, called strike 0-2. We'll let Jason play some tunes for a little bit. We'll wipe the slate clean, so to say, and get new score sheets out here. And
yeah, new lineups, because it may change some.
Sure. Certainly the pitchers will change. 0-2.
Oh, reach for that one.
Kicked up some crumb rubber on top of Mike Marcy's notes right behind home plate. This is, of course, the turf has the crumb rubber that's inside the turf, and a little bit of a softer surface, though Tony did say back behind home plate, it's a hard surface. They're standing there.
It is.
0-2, grounded up the middle over as Stacy makes the play behind second, throws to first base in time, and they got Jarnigan at first. Stacy's hat and sunglasses fell off as he made the play, and pretty good play at first base by Quinn to dig down there and finish off that 6-3 ground out for the first out of the top half of the 7th. And Caleb Branham is 1 for 3, a fielder's choice, a 2-run triple, and a strikeout. No will turn, deliver. First pitch is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. The reason I talked about the time earlier this game is a scheduled 8:30 first pitch for game 2 was I wondered what would happen if game 1 ended in like an hour and a half. You know, maybe it's like a 6 to 7:30, a quick game or so. Would they have to wait an hour to start game 2?
No,
well, that was what I wanted to know, and Coach Blair said no, it would just start 20 or 30 minutes.
Yeah, whatever the agreed time in between.
Branham fouls that one off, 2-1.
At least they don't have to wait for the lights to come on here. Got no light, do they, like we had in one game?
And that was at Danville. Blew a couple of fuses there. Swing and a miss. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Caleb Branham. Do you see they're making improvements to Admiral Field? I saw videos, the football field, I should say. Saw videos of a big crane removing the light fixtures there. 2-2, that one's in the turf. It's swung on and missed. They'll throw down to first base for the second out. Strikeout number 1 for Jaden No. And the 2-out batter is Carson Rowe. They're getting new LED lights, which is popular basically everywhere now. Garrett County has them here at their brand new football field. Getting new LED lights there. They're getting a brand new scoreboard at the Admiral football field too, a video board there.
I can't even spell LED.
It's tough. Peering over his glove is Jaden No. He'll deliver a fastball. Called strike. It's 0-1.
How many D's in LED?
1.
You sure?
Mm-hmm. Check swing by Rowe. Did he go around?
I don't think so.
He did not. I believe I agree with you and the first base umpire.
Yeah.
1-1.
They appealed to first. Went close, but he held up.
Carson Rowe's flown out, struck out. He's walked. His courtesy runner scored a run. Rowe hammers that one, gives it a ride to center field. Folger reaches back, makes the catch on the run in left center for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, nothing doing, and Noah set down 4 straight. It's Boyle 5, Garrett nothing as we enter the bottom half of the 7th. The Rebels 3 outs away from a Caden Patterson complete game in game number 1. We'll see if they can do it on Z105.
Now open Golden Line Barber Shop, locally owned and operated in the Square, Lancaster, accepting both walk-ins plus appointments. Mark offers haircuts, straight razor shaves, hot towels, and more. Golden Line Barber Shop is thrilled to serve Garrett and surrounding counties. For your appointment, go online to Instagram or by using the Vigaro app or call 859-304-5055. Best of luck, Golden Lions, from Golden Lion Barber Shop on the Square in Lancaster.
Hi, this is Laura from the Garrett County Public Library. Have you tried downloading free books, audiobooks, magazines, movies, television shows, music, and more from our website? Download Libby, Hoopla, and Canopy to check out free digital materials. Visit our website at garrettlibrary.org to get started.
The Garrett County Extension Service is your source for agricultural, family and consumer science, and 4-H programs in Garrett County. The Extension Service offers programs such as soil and hay sampling, food preservation, cooking classes, and a multitude of 4-H clubs. Kayla and Eric encourage you to stop by and check out what the Extension Service can do for you. We are located south of Lancaster on Highway 27. Good luck to the Garrett County High School team. Go Lions!
Joe Mathis alongside Radio Rick, bottom half of the 7th. Caden Patterson is looking for a complete game. He's got to work through Garrett County's 9-1-2 hitters, Brady Razor, Jaden No, and Corbin Folger to finish off game number 1 of this doubleheader here from Garrett County High School, where the two teams agreed to play 2 to make sure they got these 2 games in with more storms potential on Thursday and Friday. And it's going to be a long night, I think, when it's all said and done. But I was telling Radio Rick driving up here to Garrett County, you know, obviously we're prepared for a long night, but it's okay with me because tomorrow night I get to watch my daughter's soccer game, and Friday night go to my son's baseball practice. So I love calling games, but I've told many people many times I'd much rather watch my son play than someone else's son play. First pitch to Brady Razor is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Funny how that works when your kids get old enough to play sports. Razor no, Folger 9-1-2, the 1-0. That's a cold strike, 1-1. Razor's walked. He's also lined out today. He's 0 for 1. He's hit a couple of really hard hit balls on both sides that have been right at outfielders tonight. That ball is blooped right-hand side, but right to the first baseman. It's Blaine Kinney who reached up. Looked like he lost it in the sun for a second, but ball found the glove. 1 up and 1 down. The lineup flips for Jaden No. No's 0 for 3, a fly out, a strikeout, and a pop out. And the best thing about a doubleheader for players who are 0 for, they don't have to wait long for a chance to break that streak. First pitch to No is inside and high. 1 ball and no strikes. No's at 381. No home runs, 9 driven in. One's in there called strike, 1-1. Welcome back, Rick.
Thank you. What did Razor do?
Reeser lined out to Blaine Kinney at first.
All right, thank you. I had a calling. I had to answer the call.
Glad you did. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Right on his fist.
One ball and 2 strikes. Caden Patterson looking for a complete game. 1-2. Popped up. Out of play. Right side. Over top of Boyle County's dugout.
Since there's 2 games, does that mean there's 2 trivia questions?
Yeah, I'm going to have to find another one in between games. Absolutely. 1-2 hit him with a fastball.
Hit him, I think, in the back.
Yeah, 1-2 fastball. No, slowly turns around. Obviously, it's no intent from Patterson when you're up 5-0 with a 1-2 count. But that didn't feel good, I'm sure, with a Caden Patterson fastball between the numbers. Jaden No heads towards first base. Here's Corbin Folger.
Second batter he's hit.
And 2 hit batters, 5 walks.
Uh-oh. It might be it.
Time call. That's
Yeah, they got somebody warming up in the bullpen. That's Boyle.
That's Sam Tiller, the Boyle County pitching coach, out of the dugout. And Patterson's thrown 97 pitches. It looked like Tiller motioned towards the bullpen when he walked out.
Yeah, it looked like it. Made a motion out there.
Yeah, he's taking the ball.
Taking the ball from him. He's not happy with it.
So after 6 1/3, Caden Patterson is going to get the hook. Certainly appears that way. We'll wait and make sure that pitcher trots out of the bullpen.
Now he's got a smile on his face. He didn't like that decision at first, but I think Tony's calling now. Call him in.
And here it is. It's actually the player coming from Boyle County's dugout, Andrew Holder. Ethan Milburn's out of the dugout as well. There was action in the bullpen. I have no idea who's getting the call. It's Andrew Holder who's going to get the call.
Yeah, they're just coming out to get glad handing.
Yeah, Holder was not the one warming up in the bullpen. There was someone else warming up in the bullpen, but Holder does check in and will give way, I guess, take heed from Caden Patterson. We'll make the changes coming up for you in 1 minute on Z105.
At Thoroughbred Express in Danville, they provide an unparalleled service experience with top quality car washes every day. They're all about building lasting, trusting relationships with their customers who always come first. That's why they've crafted the perfect car wash experience, one that their customers will enjoy for years to come. Thoroughbred Express offers special membership packages, and just for $10, your first month is covered. Enjoy unlimited washes at a great price. Visit Thoroughbred Express today, located on Houstonville Road, Danville.
Mike Gay here. Everyone at SD is cheering for our local high school teams this season. We're proud to be a sponsor and are rooting for your success both athletically and professionally. Good luck. Have a great season. And from SD in Harrodsburg and Danville, we're behind you all the way. For more information about our commitment to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place and learn more about our job opportunities, visit sd.com/careers. That's ESSITY.com/careers. sd.com/careers.
Freshman Andrew Holder takes over for Caden Patterson. He just needs 2 outs to end this one. Holder in his 11th game of the season, his 9th relief appearance, 20 innings, 18 hits, 13 runs. All 13 are earned, 16 walks, 22 strikeouts, 2-3 record. 4.55 ERA, and we'll see if he's got 2 outs in him. First one up is Corbin Folger with a runner at first base, and he sends a fastball outside, ball 1 to Folger, who started off the game of the mound for Garrett County. Folger himself worked 5 2/3, 8 hits. He struck out 7. He walked 4. Gave up 5 runs, all 5 earned. He'll square around, show bunt, and take low. It's 2 balls and no strikes.
I don't think he had any intent to bunt. You got to have runners on base. You can't give up another out here.
Garrett County scored 18 runs their last time out versus Model on Monday of this week. They're scoreless so far in this one. Folger spins out of the way of a fastball right there. It's 3 balls and no strikes.
And he'll be taken here.
Yeah, Golden Lions need runners in the worst of ways, trailing 5-0, so he's not going to square. He's going to square around. He's not going to swing. Not going to off-right it either. So 4 straight, nowhere near the zone from Andrew Holder. To second base goes no. First base Folger, 2 on and 1 out for Logan Quinn. And Adam Blair does his walk in the Boyle County dugout, and I don't think he's happy with bringing in someone in relief. 4 straight nowhere near the zone.
Catcher Rowe is out there trying to settle him down. Say, come on, man, just throw strikes.
Kyler Clonch giving the freshman a couple of words as well.
Come on, man, we can catch it. Just get it over. Be interesting. I can't believe the catchers would catch both games either. Maybe they could. I don't know. That's a lot of strain. Of course, it's not hot. It's not like it's 90 degrees either.
First pitch is high. Ball 1 to Logan Quinn. Quinn's 0 for 3. Line out, strikeout, and a fielder's choice he grounded into back in the 5th.
Somebody's running down the Boyle bullpen right now.
1-0 breaking balls in there, 1-1. First strike, Holder's thrown on pitch number 6 of his evening.
Number 1 warming up.
It's Owen Wheeler. 1-1, swing and a miss. It's a breaking ball. Looked like they got it in his fist real quick, and Quinn couldn't turn around on it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Frederick Douglass leading Boyle County 4-0 in softball. Lady Rebels were supposed to play Danville tonight. I don't know what happened to that game. 1-2 breaking ball, deposited right center field, down for a base hit. Rounding third base is no, he's going to score. An RBI single for Logan Quinn. It's 5-1. Nice opposite field hitting by Logan Quinn. Just went with the pitch, put it into right center. Out of the reach of any Boyle County Rebel. No scores for Logan Quinn on the season. It's his 13th RBI. He now leads the team in that number.
Garrett County just scored a run. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com.
Zachary Stacy. Let's see if we're going to have a pinch runner at first base for Quinn. I don't think that T. Ellis would dare take Zachary Stacy out as cleanup hitter. So he's talking to Tony Gray about something. Quinn is standing on first base.
There's something with the lineup.
Yeah,
here comes a runner right there.
Pinch runner for Garrett County. See if we can get the number here for you. He hasn't turned around yet to give us a glance at his back. It's number 23, Colin No.
Now, number 23, Colin No.
Last courtesy, he said.
Yeah, you may hear Tony Gray in the background say he's not courtesy anymore. That's Colin No, who was the courtesy runner for Logan Anderson, the Garrett County catcher, but because he now checks in for a player that's not the pitcher or catcher, it's a pinch run situation, not a courtesy run situation. Chop towards the left-hand side, charging is Roman Smith. They'll make the play on the first base in time for out number 2. Run scores from third base in Corbin Folger. RBI ground out by Zachary Stacy. And the Golden Lions are down to their final out. It's Justin Parsons. Roman Smith is not hitting in this game and hasn't had a ball hit his way the entire game. So he's been out there playing third base and hadn't had his name called since we went over the starting lineups on defense. So he retires on a 5-3 ground out for the second out.
Garrett County just scored a run. You can score a job at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com.
And here's Justin Parsons. 0 for 2, sacrifice bunt, line out, and a strikeout. And his breaking ball he sees miss high for ball 1. Holder comes set from the stretch at second base as Colin No. Low and outside, 2 balls and no strikes. We've called doubleheaders before, Rick, but it's always been region tournament action or like district tournament or something. That one's high, 3 balls and no strikes.
Oh, he loses him. This could be it. This game is not over.
Yeah, brings the tying run to the plate. It's a good point. Hans Mobberly in the on-deck circle.
He's not swinging here, 3-0.
You're a swing away from tying the game if you can get Parsons on. 3-0 from Holder is low, ball 4, and that does indeed bring Hans Mobberly to the plate, who represents the tying run in this game after Boyle County had controlled it much throughout. David Hans Mobberly, 275, no home runs. He's driven in 12. Golden Lion trying to poach one last rally here against the Rebels. Today's reached base once, fielder's choice and a walk, as well as a line out. Hit the ball well to left field, but right at Colin Wise in left back in the 4th. It's 0-1 as Mobberly takes a breaking ball right down the middle. 0-1, fastball outside, 1-1.
Rowe tried to bring that back in, frame it.
1 ball and 1 strike. Garrett County scored 2 in the bottom half of the 7th, 2 on. Breaking ball's in there. And now the Golden Lions down to the final strike. It's 1-2. In the on-deck circle is Logan Anderson. If Mobberly can somehow reach the 1-2 on its way. Breaking ball chopped towards second base. Jarnigan charges. He gloves. He throws. He lost the handle of the ball, and it still beat him at first base in time for out number 3. Wow. Well, Jarnigan fumbled it for a second, got it back through low. It was dug out of that turf by Blaine Kinney, and it is the end of game number 1 with 2 on in Garrett County and the time run of the play. The 4-3 ground out ends it. Boyle 5, Garrett 2. We break it down for you in 3 minutes on your home for Garrett and Boyle baseball, Z105.
Spring's finally here. Along with the green grass and blooming dogwoods, spring also means thunderstorms and the possibility of power outages. Here's what you should do if a spring storm leaves you without power. Start at home. Check your fuse box or circuit breakers. Then check with your neighbors to see if they have power. If they don't, that's the time to call your electric cooperative and report the outage. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Kentucky Select Tournaments, hands down, has the best tournaments in Central Kentucky. Thanks to Kelly and JT Bullock for having tournaments that showcase talent with integrity, providing certified umpires and awarded trophies and rings at all Harrisburg, Shelbyville, and Danville tournaments. Kentucky Select is your right choice to showcase hard work, skills, and talent. For more information, go to KentuckySelectTournaments.com.
Step into Papa's Quick Stop number 7 across from the Boyle County Fairgrounds and discover the enchanting world of Candleberry candles in the huge Candleberry Corner. Refresh your world with an array of fresh cargo scents for your car for just $1.99. Tantalizing tarts, $7.99. Delightful room sprays for $9.50. Small jars are $14.99. Large jars, $25.99. Grand candy jars for $89.99. And the large selection of cookie jars for that special someone at $159.99. Visit Papa's Quick Stop number 7 across the Boyle County Fairgrounds on the bypass for an exhilarating experience like no other.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stuart Powell Ford Mazda here on the bypass in Danville, where we make buying a vehicle easy. No fast talk, no high-pressure sales, no gimmicks or silly commercials. Just honest deals and a team that takes pride in doing business the right way. For over 75 years, we've built trust by treating our customers like family, offering fair prices and making sure you drive away with confidence. Stop by today and see just how easy it is to do business with us.
Come to Stuart Powell, we can do business.
Stop in at 225 South Danville Bypass.
Now open Golden Line Barber Shop, locally owned and operated in the Square, Lancaster, accepting both walk-ins plus appointments. Mark offers haircuts, straight razor shaves, hot towels, and more. Golden Line Barber Shop is thrilled to serve Garrett and surrounding counties. For your appointment, go online to Instagram or by using the Vigaro app or call 859-304-5055. Best of luck, Golden Lions, from Golden Line Barber Shop on the Square in Lancaster.
At CC Auto Parts and Service, we take pride in meeting the needs of our customers. The agricultural folks in Mercer County will be in full swing, preparing their crops for harvest. Michelle Kokenair brings expertise and many years' experience in the farm machinery parts business. Stop by today or call 734-9515, 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service is the difference. We get it.
Final score is Boyle County 5, Garrett County 2 in a game that begins this doubleheader. Game 1 goes the Rebels' way. 5 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error for Boyle County. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Garrett County. Boyle got RBIs from, scroll up here, RBIs from Cole Jarnigan, Logan Perry, and 3 of them from Caleb Branham. Austin Bodner went 3 for 4. He scored 2 runs. Kyler Clonch 1 for 2 with a couple of walks. He scored a run, and Caleb Branham scored a run as well. Caden Patterson gets the win, 6 1/3, 2 hits, 1 run. It is earned. 5 walks and 5 strikeouts, 101 pitches for Caden. 59 of those were strikes. The loss goes to Corbin Folger, 5 2/3, 8 hits, 5 runs, all 5 earned, 4 walks, and 7 strikeouts. He threw 107 pitches, 73 of those were strikes. Boyle County wins their 9th straight. It ties the longest win streak in the Adam Blair era for Boyle County, and now they have a chance to make it the longest win streak in the Adam Blair era with game number 2 on the horizon against Garrett County. If you're wondering, game 1, 2 hours and 8 minutes is the official time, with Boyle County winning it 5-2. We'll send it back to studio where Jason will play some tunes for you, and when game number 2 is set for the pregame show, we'll bring it right back here to Golden Lion Field, game number 1, Boyle County 5, Garrett County 2. Send it back to WRNZ and Jason Water.
High school sports on the Hometown Radio Network. Today's game is made possible by these sponsors: Whitaker Bank, Thoroughbred Express Auto Wash, Stewart Powell Ford Mazda, Farmers National Bank, Thompson Service Center in Harrodsburg, CC Auto Parts and Service, Essity, First Financial Bank, Lee's Famous Recipe, Bob Allen Motor Mall, Linda Wilson Realty, Intercounty Energy Cooperative, Morris Baseball Academy, Nesco Resources, Community Trust Bank, Sutton Pharmacy. Today's game is a sports presentation of the Hometown Radio Network and heard live around the world on internet-connected devices